1713. On the ship Henrietta Marie, chained Africans crossed the Atlantic with no room to stand. Many died before land appeared. Their bodies were thrown into the ocean behind the ship. The ocean saw.
Listen to this closely.
This happened to your bloodline.
This was planned for profit.
Your ancestors still survived it.
The water remembers your ancestors' names. Millions crossed the Atlantic in chains. Many never touched land alive. You are here because they refuse to die quietly.
Yeah. From the 1500s to the 1800s, European ships crossed West Africa, Portugal, Britain, Spain, France, and the Netherlands built this trade. They bought and kidnapped African people for labor in the Americas. Historians estimate that 10 to 12 million Africans survived the crossing. Millions more died before reaching shore. People were taken from Angola, Senegal, Ghana, Nigeria, and Congo. Many were marched hundreds of miles to slave ports and chains. At ports like Elm, the Castle, and Bonny, families were separated forever. The crossing became known as the Middle Passage. Ships packed human beings below deck like cargo. Some ships held more than 400 people at once. The British ship Brooks became famous for how tightly people were packed. Men, women, and children were chained together for weeks or months. Many could not sit upright. Disease spread fast in the heat below deck. Dysentery, fever, dehydration, and starvation killed thousands. Women were sexually abused by crew members during the voyage. Some captive jumped into the ocean rather than live in slavery in 1781. The crew of the slave ship zoned through more than 130 Africans into the sea for insurance money. The owners went to court demanding payment for the murdered people. Olaudah Equiana wrote about the smell, the chains, and the screaming in his 1789 book. Your ancestors lived through organized torture, created for money.
Do not look away from this history.
They counted black bodies as cargo,
But your ancestors kept fighting. The water remembers your ancestors' names. Millions crossed the Atlantic in chains. Many never touched land alive. You are here because they refuse to die quietly.
yeah. The Middle Passage helped build the economies of Europe and America. Sugar plantations in the Caribbean depended on enslaved labor. Cotton plantations in the American South depended on enslaved labor. Banks, shipping companies, and insurance firms made fortunes from slavery. Cities like Liverpool and Bristol grew rich from slave voyages in the United States. Slavery expanded after the invention of the cotton gin in 1793. By 1860, nearly 4 million enslaved black people lived in America. Congress banned the importation of enslaved Africans in 1808. But slavery continued inside the country. Children were still sold away from parents at auctions. Black families were still whipped, branded, and controlled by force.
What's going on, guys? Yeah, I'm a little later tonight. I was sitting in a live earlier today on TikTok. I think it went. I might have been in there for a few hours at least. I went up because it had basically the theme was FBA ops or not was the theme. So I was like, you know what? It was an interesting theme, an interesting prompt. I said, let me go up and see if I can see what FBA is really about, because you know everything I heard from FBA was just more BLAGA nonsense. So I thought that it would be more enlightening, and it was more enlightening because I just found out that I was right, man. They're really full of shit. FBA is just BLAGA, man. That's all that shit is. Same old shit. What we're going to talk about tonight is the correlation between FBA, BLAGA, MAGA, the Genocide Joe crew, all of that shit. Because as you know, I've been catching it from both sides, but I'm gonna stay standing 10 toes down on mine. In my opinion, there's no that the people who are like, if you can look at Obama as a war criminal, I don't give a fuck what you call yourself. You can call yourself a leftist, communist, MAGA. They all say the same shit. If you could tell yourself that Obama is a war criminal, then I mean it's cooked, right? You cook at that point. And so I treat them mugs the same, man. I'm gonna play this other video. I'm gonna let some other people load in here because I think the fucking numbers looking pretty horrible right now. But if I need to run it back, I probably will. But I want to play one of my videos from my mutuals because she pretty much laid that shit down. All this high and mighty attitude about what's happening over in Palestine is bullshit. If they gave a fuck about Palestine, they would have voted for Kamala Harris. Period. See, it's easy to sit back and talk about the whole world, but we warned people what will happen if you failed to meet the moment. Donald Trump should have been nowhere near the White House ever again. It was a clear choice between Kamala Harris and Donald Trump. Third party, there is no such thing. That's just a myth that people tell you to waste your vote. But the fact that Donald Trump won, that shows you how broken the system is, how many people have just checked the fuck out and don't give a fuck, and how democracy, you know, may just end. I mean, America might be the only country that voted to end its own democracy, which is pretty wild to me. But that's where we are. That's how deep the hatred of us runs. They're willing to let the democracy burn and let that bitch burn before I support the Confederacy. The Confederacy is my mortal enemy. And the fact that people don't understand that, this is why I don't mess with the ops anymore. I don't platform the ops. The only time I engage with these goons if I'm on someone else's live. When I'm on somebody else's lives, I play by their rules. But you know, I will never host some bitches here. I don't have no space for MAGA, BLAGA, none of that shit. And the same for the Genocide Joe crew. The people who came talking all that shit too, I don't got time for them either. I am not here for the weakness. In this time frame, we really have to be fighting from a position of strength. We need strong people. This is good. War has been declared on us, more or less. And so we really need to be rallying for our Black liberation now. Anyway, let me show y'all the first video because it's going to be one of them nights. Get up in here real quick.
Blaming all of y'all, third party, the ones that set out the election and the ones that voted for that man. All of y'all are to blame. Y'all all decided to go against the one person that could save us from that man. There was really only two people that could win the fucking election. There was nobody else. So if you set out this election, you voted for that man in office, or you decided to vote third party, you are to fucking blame for what the fuck is going on in this goddamn country. Not only to what is going on in this country, what's going on around the world. Argentina is fucked. Venezuela is fucked. Cuba is fucked. The whole continent of Africa is fucked. Where the fuck is Palestine? Did y'all save it yet? Is Palestine saved? I think the fuck not. But Lebanon is starting to look like Palestine. Y'all to blame for the VA assistance getting shut down, healthcare being fucked, our education system being ripped apart. You're also to blame for the ICE detention centers. I put blame where blame goes. Let me make something very fucking clear for you hoes. I'm not a Democrat. I'm not a leftist. I'm not a fucking liberal. I vote for harm reduction and for humanity. Y'all hoes voted or didn't vote for selfishness. And the world is burning because of it. Take your fucking blame. Y'all actually act like y'all fucking savior. Y'all helped burn this country down. And now all of a sudden, y'all want to act like y'all fucking hands are clean. They're not. And this is the damn consequences of you being reckless with your fucking vote. You get a fucking dictator in office. Now y'all all can go play in heavy fucking traffic. Because in my eyes, y'all will always be the goddamn villains. Blame.
Straight up, listen, every syllable of what she said, every syllable of what that woman said right there, every fucking syllable of what she said. I don't want to hear shit from the Genocide Joe crew. I don't want to hear none of that shit. I don't want to hear shit from this blogger. I don't want to hear shit from this FBA, scam. I listen to them dingbats too, man. And I'm over it. All right. I've heard them. Listen, I shot a galaxy to get this damn chick off the damn live because she just pissed me off. Imagine somebody black as me coming here and saying they proud of Trump's vote. She proud to vote for Trump because Trump is punishing the immigrants. And she tried to go get all loud, man. I threw her black ass off of there. I said, get the fuck out of here, man. I ain't listen to that shit. I'm not listening to these dumbass people, man. The FBA movement does not represent us. Most black people voted for Kamala Harris. We voted for harm reduction. We voted to try to protect democracy. And I thought that, you know, that given the choice between democracy falling apart and white supremacy, that most white people would choose democracy. They did not. They chose white supremacy. So that's why we're here. For everything that she said. Now, for the people that's inside the Antifa War Room, I'm going to show you this next video. But this is, so I've got demons in my DMs on both sides of the aisle now. Because after I clapped back at Amanda, what the fuck her name is? Amanda Treacherous ass for coming for Amanda Seals. She came after Kamala Harris. I'm not Kamala Harris, but she came after damn Jasmine Crockett. So I drug her to hell. Period. And the question I posed for people was who did more for black liberation? Jasmine Crockett or Amanda Seals? And of course it's Jasmine Crockett all day because Amanda Seals ain't done shit. Amanda Seals has zero political power in this country. I mean, I don't know what the fuck she really does besides stir up shit. But I quit fucking with her years ago. The moment she talked shit about Michelle Obama, when Michelle Obama was warning everybody of how serious this election is and to fucking vote and trying to reach black people, she wanted to call Obama a war criminal. So you lost me forever. If you think Obama's a war criminal, man, go run in traffic. I don't have time for your shit. I don't have time for that shit, man. Get your ass up out of here. I will not respect that shit. I'm not wasting my time talking to fools. Everyone can have a nuanced conversation about someone, but just to throw everybody into the same damn thing and try to tell so you tell me all fucking presidents are now war criminals. Everyone who ever served military war criminals, we're all war criminals. Okay, then. Where you gonna go from there? Where you gonna go from there? There is nowhere to go except get your ass up out of here. We're not messing with these weak ass people, man. And I'm not having it. So anyway, I'm gonna show y'all some of the messages I've gotten since I went to old boy ass too. That whatever the communists do, I forgot the fuck he called himself. Ebony Warrior Studios. I drug his ass to hell too. Since he clipped me and was like, "Oh, he's fucking." You know, why is a liberal following me, bitch? Hey, you ain't never got to worry with me following your black ass again. I'm sorry, man. I'm not here for likes, clicks, and follows. I don't go fuck who follow me, who don't. I'm a true believer in this shit. Okay? I've been banned 31 times. It ain't about the money because I'm not making that. Not here. Shit. I'm doing this shit because I believe in it. Now, I got a racist right here, right? He's in this feeling saying that name one great. Now, he watched my whole video where they basically broke down what Obama did. But does MAGA listen? Fuck no, right? That's why he's talking all this shit about Obama. Obama was a worthless piece of shit, yada, 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 because they're racist. And then had the nerve to call me a hood rat. That's why I'm dragging his ass here. I'm going to drag him in the clapback video. Because he's sitting in this fucking trailer park house talking shit to me. That's his ass right here. This is this dude. Imagine looking like this, talking to me reckless. See, this is the myth of white supremacy. A motherfucking bum looking like this think that they can talk trash to me. Listen, if they clip me here, guys, I just jump to another TikTok account. I'm not worried about TikTok being all that bullshit. But if you looking like that, you can't talk to me about, you know, what a hood rat is. But racism, man, that's what these demons is so, and that's what one thing that Trump has really pushed is the racism. Now, This is from the Genocide Joe crew, right? So a member of the Genocide Joe crew says, "How you wearing a Malcolm X on your shirt? You think he approved of Obama?" So that's just crazy. Yeah, you guys can't see it because it's on my YouTube and Twitch page. That's why I'm telling you what it says. Now imagine a white man trying to tell me what Malcolm X would do. This is the myth of white supremacy. If you white, you ain't got shit to say about no damn, you can't ever speak for us. Right? Whether it's MAGA or a fucking communist, you ain't got shit to say to a black person. We live this shit. And so, but one thing, these demons don't want to respect that lane. So I crush their ass too. I'm like, you think I'm gonna sit here and listen to what somebody think Malcolm X would do? And that's part of the problem with these communists on the left. You so worried about what our dead ancestors would do. Malcolm X is gone like a motherfucker, man. This is our fight right now. This is our fight. It's about what we do in this moment. And I'm gonna drag these demons to hell. That's what I'm gonna do. All right, so here's another white dude right here, right? So you're good with supporting a Zionist and genocide enabler. Liberalism is brain rot. Once again, same energy, right? Same little dick energy. I'm trying to let you guys understand something. It does not matter if they're on the right wing or if they're on the left wing. Same energy. Now, these people are triggered by me talking about Jasmine Crockett. Right, so you tell me Jasmine Crockett is now a Zionist and genocide enabler. But who the fuck did you vote for, third party? Right, if you voted for third party, your ass is also an enabler. You're an enabler too. If you did not vote for Kamala Harris, you helped Trump get back in there. It was never about Palestine. This pro-Palestine movement, they full of shit. Plenty of racist motherfuckers in that pro-Palestine movement. Plenty of them. That's why you have never seen me out here with a Palestinian flag. And I'm not rocking a Palestinian flag. And I got all kind of flags. I will not carry a Palestinian flag because, first of all, I'm here for black liberation. Period. That's not my lane. But to weaponize that shit and to come after black people, then that's it. This game on. I'm not suffering fools, man. And if you're telling me that you see Obama as a war criminal and you see Jasmine Crockett as a war criminal, eat shit. I am not, especially these weak ass white people. White people voted for this shit. White people are the reason why we're here. White women, first of all, and then white men right behind them. Which is bullshit. And so this is why he's still talking shit. Like, here's the thing. What a fucking fool to tell me that what has a liberal done? Liberals gave me the first black president, gave us the right to vote. What the fuck has a communist given us? Not a damn thing. No communist party has ever gained power in this country. And is capitalism bad? Hell yeah, it's bad. I'll be the first to tell you. That shit ain't working either. But you think we linking up with that racist fucker? Fuck no. Fuck no. Hey, listen, if that's the best communist has to offer, fuck them too. I am not following no weak ass white boy. That's off the rip. So if you bring your ass in here on that Genocide Joe shit, you the ops. FBA, ops. MAGA, ops. You the ops. You all got the same energy. Because you have no plan. Right? MAGA plan is to burn it all down to get rid of the Democratic Party. I'll play that clip later. BLAGA, same thing. FBA, well, they want to hate on immigrants. They want to draw attention away from, the real threat and make this about immigrants on that divide and conquer shit. So this is why I tell you they got the same energy. They got the third. Yeah, I heard he got rolled up, man. Old Scam Higby. And so that is the problem, man. That's what we are. That's why I have zero respect for these demons. I will drag them to hell. Another one here. Another white guy. another white guy, right? Jasmine Crockett is controlled by opposition. She is funded by the same people who fund Trump. A complete fucking lie. Racist ass white people in this country will believe any lie about a black woman and ignore the truth about any white man. And that's just the fact with this old Peter, this Matt Peterson idiot here. That's just facts, man. Like Jasmine Crockett said it out of her own mouth. She didn't support this shit. But you don't care about that. And now we've lost another person down there. Tallarico could never, listen, Tallarico could never fuck with this. And matter of fact, I'm gonna play. Now I'm just here. Let me play Dr. Umar clip and listen. Dr. Umar is hella problematic too because his ass voted third party as well. Right? He voted third party as well because he figured, hey, Trump was go get rid of the immigrants. More brain dead shit. But obviously he getting paid or something because the man's more intelligent than that. But on this point, let me run it back up to so how you talking about Jasmine Crockett? What happened here? Let me see where I'll put him at.
Nobody wants to see black people rise, which is why I'm so disappointed that for the past 30, 40 years, we pushed the narrative of multiculturalism. Multiculturalism means we all together. Right. Since when? Nobody likes us, but we keep on speaking for everybody. Even with, look at what just happened with Jasmine Crockett. She fought hard for the immigrants and they went to the election polls and voted for a white man. Look at that. They do not like you.
Now, he is not wrong with that, right? He is not wrong for that. Jasmine Crockett fought for everybody. She tried to improve everyone's life down there, and they voted for a white dude, right? Those Hispanic people voted for a white dude. Hispanic people voted for Trump. So you got to side eye their ass too. Anybody who voted for Trump, you get zero. You get zero. Yeah, she's still fighting for people. They get zero mutual support. If you voted for Trump, zero mutual support. If you voted third party, zero mutual support. If you didn't vote, zero mutual support. Go walk that shit out, man.
You will never be repaid for the good you do to an immigrant. And I'm not talking about the black ones. I'm talking about all the non-black ones. You will never be repaid for the good you do for an immigrant. People don't come to America to be grouped with blacks. They come to America to replace blacks. Because America has already made it clear to the world. We don't like these people and we don't want these people. If you're black in America and you think America tells the world they care about you, you're insane. Yeah. You are insane. If you live in any country and turn on the news, you know America can't stand blacks. Yeah. In Vietnam, I have an elder who was in Vietnam, right? One of my closest elders. He said them Vietnamese would come up to us and say, why y'all even here? Yeah. The whole world knows white America don't like you. But guess what? On July 4th, 2026, I promise you there will be black people in downtown Philadelphia celebrating America's 250th birthday. Yeah. I promise you it will be black people packed in my birth city to celebrate America's 250th birthday this year. No.
Now, I'm damn sure not having nothing to do with 4th of July, period. I've been off that for a minute. There's nothing to celebrate. What I will be doing is at the counter protest probably here on the 3rd of July. I plan on being the speaker at a counter protest, but I'm not feeling that bullshit, man. America is being run by the Confederacy. We are the United States of the Confederacy right now in Israel, right? Israel and the Confederacy running this country. That's a given. That's a damn given right now. That's just the climate that we're in. And when I'm done, guys, anybody who want to jump in and have this conversation, you guys will do it on my TikTok account. Unless we get clapped, then I'll change up. But the account I'm on right now is U.S. Army Overlord. I'll bring you all up and we'll do some discussions on this because we got to talk about it. But let's keep going.
Smart men are almost never conservative. There's a psychological reason for that, and it explains everything. Researchers at Saarland University and Philipps University in Germany launched a study in 1987. They identified over 7,000 third-grade students, then followed the gifted students into adulthood for 35 years, measuring their intelligence and tracking their political views. And what they found was wild. Men with high IQ consistently rejected conservative politics. Men with average to low IQ embraced conservative values in politics. Go figure. Psychologists call this cognitive complexity openness hypothesis. Here's how it works. Smarter people are more open to new experiences. They are better equipped to handle complex and new ideas. They can hold two contradictory thoughts in their minds at the same time and evaluate them both separately. Conservative ideology demands the opposite. They need someone to tell them what to think because thinking is hard for them. Complex ideas overwhelm them. Nuance confuses them. So they pick the party that never asks them to think at all. Just believe, obey, and submit to authority. For high IQ men, that kind of rigid thinking feels intellectually suffocating. So they reject it. Now before you go screaming fake news, this isn't just one study. In 2019, Alan Van Heel at the University of Ghent found that men with low emotional intelligence are significantly more likely to hold authoritarian political views. This pattern is consistent across decades of research. The smarter a man is, the less likely he is to need rigid rules to make sense of the world. This is why Trump's base is overwhelmingly men without college degrees. This is why MAGA rejects science, experts, and critical thinking. This is why facts don't work on them. You're not debating someone who sees the world differently. You're debating someone whose brain cannot handle the complexity required to see the world clearly. Conservative political ideology for these men is not about values. It's about comfort. It is the ceiling of their ability to think cognitively. The data is clear. Smarter men reject everything the Republican Party stands for. That's why the right loves the poorly educated. If it weren't for them, they wouldn't have a party at all. Smart men.
That's facts. And look what party is destroying education. Right? MAGA is anti-science, they're anti-intellectual because these people are stupid, man. It's pretty obvious these guys are stupid. Right? They still following the con. A man who lied 30,000 times, they still coming back because they're suckers. Look how easy they get grifted. They buying fucking Trump phones and Trump steaks and fucking Trump watches and Trump Bibles. He ain't even a fucking Christian. Trump watches and Trump cereal. Right? But the guy's a billionaire. He's only a billionaire now because he stole all our damn money. And so that's the problem. They're incredibly stupid. And this is why I'm not wasting my time talking to fools. They do not have the intellect to talk about this conversation. But one thing they love is the racism. The racism is easy. That's one thing. Trump is weak on a lot of issues. But one thing I give him credit for, he is the greatest cult leader on earth because he knows exactly what these people want. Overt racism. That's why he gives it to them and they accept that shit. Notice when that Trump that he don't Trump, he always says some racist shit. He'll double down on some racist shit because that is literally their currency. And don't worry, I'm gonna prove my point later on because we got a Trumper straight out of that damn before fucking Jelly roast his ass. I just damn recorded this before I came down here. It's up there in New Jersey. And when you hear him talk, you already know there's no hope for this dude. Anytime these MAGA morons talk, man, they all sound the same. That's why when I heard this FBA shit today, I was like, that's fucking BLAGA. I had my suggestions or my suspicions, but when I heard them fools actually talking that shit, like, dude, come on. That's why they want to come in here and start talking without saying who you voted for. Like, man, give me the bottom line up front. Who did you vote for? That's why I kept asking them, who did you vote for? Well, I didn't vote. Then what the fuck are we talking about here? If you didn't vote, go play some PS5 and go sit your ass down somewhere. Go play some Xbox. Go dance it out somewhere because you're not serious. You're not serious, man. Why we go waste our time talking to people not even serious? MAGA and the Confederacy has declared war on black people in this country. And you got fools out here just fucking morons, man. Nobody got time for that. Nobody got time for that. But it gets even deeper because the next one talking about how their brain waves are different. Let's get into it.
Don't scroll. I was talking to some medical colleagues of mine who told me about a breakthrough, the cusp of a breakthrough. Do you know for the past 2 years, they've been doing studies, brain wave studies on racist white men and women? And what they found was astounding. They found that racist white men and women, their brain pattern waves mimic that of someone who's an addict. It also mimics that of someone who has obsessive compulsive disorder, someone who has racing thoughts in their minds about their own addiction. When I heard that, I said, so wait, are you telling me racist white men and women are actually addicted to black people? She said, kind of, yeah. And I don't know why, but there was such a weight that lifted off of my shoulders. As a black woman in this country, I thought it was my responsibility to help racist white people. Come to find out, it's an actual medical condition. It really is a mental health condition. Me helping a racist white person is equivalent to an opioid addict asking heroin to please help them with their addiction. It's a them issue, and it's a medical them issue. I don't know why, but that makes me feel different this morning. You are loved, blessed, never alone. God bless you, humans.
I know she's telling the truth. I got a racist white dude. I've been banned 31 times. This fucker has found all of my accounts. You hear what I'm telling you? This dude is so obsessed with me and my family. For the last 2.5 years, he has found every last one of my accounts. I block his ass when he comes because I don't have time for him. But imagine being that fucking obsessed with me. Right? So he has followed me for 2.5 years across 31 different accounts. I just made a new Facebook account. He was right there in the damn thing. A convict down there. I already got his information. He's a convict out of damn Florida. Obsessed. This is how their mind works, man. This is how their mind works. I'm telling you, these dudes, they slide into the DMs. They so hurt because they can never match my military service. 16 full-size medals. I know that hurt their feelings, man. I throw it in their face when they come talk about it. I throw it in their face. Stolen valor. I throw it in their face. And it says that's that racism. It's the same thing from the Genocide Joe crew. You were imperialists. I wear that shit damn right. All hail the Imperium. Now sit your ass down somewhere. I don't have time for these weak ass people, man. That racism, I don't care who you are. Racism is a white people problem. It's not a left or right or up or down. It's a white people problem. If you white in the United States of America, unless you are anti-racist, your ass is racist. Period. Unless you are actively deconstructing that shit, you racist. They pass it down to you. The system is there for you. It's been there for you. And you get mad because we outmaneuver you. We had no choice to. Everybody know if you black in this bitch, you got to go way harder. You got to be stronger, faster, more mentally tough. You got to hang in there. You got to be smarter. You got to outmaneuver, outsmart to stay ahead of this shit. They put you in the ghetto that's designed to destroy your ass. That's why I tell people, what do you want from me? Motherfucker, I could have been a damn dope dealer. I said, fuck it. I wasn't going to become a cop because I knew the cops was openly racist. And I didn't want to attack my own people. That's why I joined the military industrial complex. I did not join the army because of duty, honor, country. I joined the army because I didn't want to die in the hood. Period. I was sick of that shit after the LA riots. I figured I had a better chance on the battlefield, and I was right. I do not regret my time as a soldier. I would do that shit again. I would never serve under Trump. I would never serve under that shit because they make your life even more unbearable. I would never serve under open racist. But it just shows you how racist this country is, man. And that's why I'm not forgiving none of that shit. I'm not forgiving nobody. It is our time, man. If the American experiment dies, that's on white people. That's up to white people. White people, this is your chance. And I'm talking about the good white people. I don't give a fuck about the racists. This message is for my white allies. If you want to be on some savior shit, this is your moment. This is your time to act. You want to be on that John Brown shit? This is your time to act. This is your time to act, man. I will support you in every way I can. And when the time comes, I will be out there fighting too. But we need to see white people fully committed to this shit. There is no way black people going out here to get wiped out, because that's what the demons want. White people, you're gonna have to do it. You're gonna have to get out here, dig down, and destroy the system that you benefit from. Because these racist demons, man, the Confederacy is here in full effect. They're in our face, man. And we've got to remain tactical. No matter what happens to the United States of America, somebody got to be around to rebuild this shit. And I'll leave that to the intellectuals. But for us soldiers, we know what it got to be. We know what they got to do. Get ready. And that's why I told people, man, there's no guarantee that democracy survives. Too many people took this shit for granted. Stupid motherfuckers was playing games, man. Worrying about, oh, is Kamala black? Is she black or is she Indian? Meanwhile, these fucking demons was writing up Project 2025. They was stacking the fucking court. They were preparing everything they need to do to set us in this down this damn thing. And people warned you. Stacey Abrams warned you. Kamala Harris warned you. Michelle Obama warned you. Powerful black women around the country. Sound the fucking alarm. People have been talking about Project 2025 since 2023. The first time I heard the words Project 2025 were from an older black dude. I seen one of his YouTube videos talking about it like in December. But he may have been talking about it earlier that year. I saw the shit in December. And I started studying this shit there. I said, hold on, this shit sounds diabolical. And sure as shit, the 900 manual was out there. The 900-page manual was out there. Donald Trump's name was mentioned 312 times. 312 times the document mentioned Trump. So when they sat here and said, well, that's not me. Bullshit, bro. They wrote it for you. Everybody else in your orbit wrote it for you. They wrote it to keep him on track. After this demon studied black history for 30 years to come back here and strike at us and strike at black women. But you got dumbass FBAs want to blame immigrants. White demons are our biggest threat. I don't give a damn about no immigrant, except for Elon Musk. That's the only immigrant I give a fuck about. A white colonizer immigrant? Yeah, I got beef with them. But it's about that divide and conquer, people. It's about that divide and conquer. The FBAs and these communists and all this shit, they put and Amanda Seals, they are here for the divide and conquer. Amanda Seals is hot ass garbage. She has no vision for the future, period. And anybody out here on this fucking communism shit, like, show me what you go do. What is your plan? Well, I'm not voting third. Okay, you vote third party. So where the fuck is Jill Stein? Paging Jill Stein. Paging Jill Stein. You're not going to hear from that fucker until 2028. Same for Corny West. He go make his rounds on Fox News and grift and whatever. But at the end of the day, it's the same shit. There is no third party in the United States of America. Let me tell you again. There is no third party. You have not done the work, and both parties don't want no third party. They want to maintain power. And I'm not in love with this two-party system. It may have to go. But if it goes, a lot of people go lose their life. I'm going to tell you again, if it burns down, we may lose tens of millions of people. Just so you understand what that means. This ain't no fucking game, man. He wants to be an autocrat. And because 90 million people sat on their ass, he is there. Donald Trump is the most powerful fucking president in history. Period. No matter how you feel about that demon, he is the most powerful fucking president in history. He is doing whatever the fuck he wants. And no one's stopping him. He is stealing money. He is breaking the law daily. He is enriching himself from foreign nations, giving out our secrets, selling pardons. And no one gives a shit. Oh, I had to get into it, man. I was on this live earlier today with some FBA people. And so I went there with an open mind. I said, you know what? Let me see what these FBA guys are about. But every FBA that came on the panel was on that dumb shit. BLAGA. That's all it is. They're BLAGA. And so what I'm talking about tonight, guys, is that the same people that's on that communist shit is that same FBA. It's that same energy. If you don't have a realistic plan for the future, man, listen, if you didn't vote for Kamala, man, come on, you the ops. Let me run it back for people who didn't hear her. Let me play my homegirl again, man, because every fucking word of what this powerful black woman is saying right now.
Blaming all of y'all, third party, the ones that set out the election and the ones that voted for that man. All of y'all are to blame. Y'all all decided to go against the one person that could save us from that man. There was really only 2 people that could win the fucking election. There was nobody else. So if you set out this election, you voted for that man in office, or you decided to vote third party, you are to fucking blame for what the fuck is going on in this goddamn country. Not only to what is going on in this country, what's going on around the world. Argentina is fucked. Venezuela is fucked. Cuba is fucked. The whole continent of Africa is fucked. Where the fuck is Palestine? Did y'all save it yet? Is Palestine saved? I think the fuck not. But Lebanon is starting to look like Palestine. Y'all to blame for the VA assistance getting shut down, healthcare being fucked, our education system being ripped apart. You're also to blame for the ICE detention centers. I put blame where blame goes. Let me make something very fucking clear for you hoes. I'm not a Democrat. I'm not a leftist. I'm not a fucking liberal. I vote for harm reduction and for humanity. Y'all hoes voted or didn't vote for selfishness. And the world is burning because of it. Take your fucking blame. Y'all actually act like y'all fucking savior. Y'all helped burn this country down. And now all of a sudden, y'all want to act like y'all fucking hands are clean. They're not. And this is the damn consequences of you being reckless with your fucking vote. You get a fucking dictator in office. Now y'all all can go play in heavy fucking traffic. Because in my eyes, y'all will always be the goddamn villains. Blame.
Hey, man, I couldn't like that video. I love her. I love her for this, man. She is telling the truth. Do you understand? America is here because you ignored the warnings of black women. God damn, man. You ignored the warnings of black women. We are here because they ignored the warnings of powerful black women. That's why we're here right now. That's why we're in this horrible ass timeline. And we may not get out this bitch. We may not all see the end of it. I can't believe that America motherfuckers just sat it out, bro. You sat your ass at home. 90 million people said, fuck it. 90 million people said we good. Hey, yeah, listen, I will run it back. Matter of fact, hold on, man. Not only will I run it back, let me hold this up so everybody can see it. Let me flip these cameras. Give me a sec. I'm going to flip both of my cameras. I'm going to flip the camera from my damn team over here, and let me flip this camera. And we're going to run that shit back so everybody can see her. I want you to see her. I've been following her for a long time. She on fire with this shit. I want y'all to see her and see her frustration. Let's get it.
Blaming all of y'all, third party, the ones that set out the election and the ones that voted for that man. All of y'all are to blame. Y'all all decided to go against the one person that could save us from that man. There was really only 2 people that could win the fucking election. There was nobody else. So if you set out this election, you voted for that man in office, or you decided to vote third party, you are to fucking blame for what the fuck is going on in this goddamn country. Not only to what is going on in this country, what's going on around the world. Argentina is fucked. Venezuela is fucked. Cuba is fucked. The whole continent of Africa is fucked. Where the fuck is Palestine? Did y'all save it yet? Is Palestine saved? I think the fuck not. But Lebanon is starting to look like Palestine. Y'all to blame for the VA assistance getting shut down, healthcare being fucked, our education system being ripped apart. You're also to blame for the ICE detention centers. blame where blame goes. Let me make something very fucking clear for you hoes. I'm not a Democrat. I'm not a leftist. I'm not a fucking liberal. I vote for harm reduction and for humanity. Y'all hoes voted or didn't vote for selfishness. And the world is burning because of it. Take your fucking blame. Y'all actually act like y'all fucking savior. Y'all helped burn this country down. And now all of a sudden, y'all want to act like y'all fucking hands are clean. They're not. And this is the damn consequences of you being reckless with your fucking vote. You get a fucking dictator in office. Now y'all all can go play in heavy fucking traffic. Because in my eyes, y'all will always be the goddamn villains.
Hey, man. Hey, listen, TikTok, man. I don't give a damn TikTok, man. Y'all do what you do. Hey, if we get clapped, guys, I'm going to jump to my Overlord 6.0 account on TikTok, guys. One thing I say about Substack, they let you ride out. Hey, one thing about Substack do not give a fuck. I have never got clapped on a Substack live, man. And I think I only got, in the whole time I've been on Substack, I only got one video pool, only one. And that's saying something because I put some pretty spicy shit out sometimes. But hey, Substack is a real one for that. But this is why we're here, guys. I think we need to be crystal clear, right? This is not a game, man. This is not a game. So many powerful black women lost their job. People I knew, people who mentored me in this shit, man. They cut their throat with a chainsaw. I'm talking about black women who did a job of 5 and 6 and 7 people. Women who worked their ass off. I'm never working my ass off for the government like that again. I did my time as a soldier. So it's just like, man, come on, man. Be so fucking for real right now. Be so for real right now, man. Democracy is in grave danger. You in danger, girl. You in danger, America. And we may not get out this shit without massive loss of life. People need to understand that shit. And I'm going to wait for this damn thing to cool down, my warnings on this TikTok, because I got a video I'm going to play for you. I'm going to play for you what these MAGA guys are doing. There's one guy down there, he says he works for the government. I'm going to show you exactly what these guys want for us. So there's no, listen, we knew what MAGA was. I talked to these guys. I interviewed them. I talked to them until after the election. I talked to MAGA for fucking years. The problem is we keep on platforming stupid people. Why are we engaging with fools? At some point, you got to cut them loose. We have to talk with other intelligent people and move forward. You wasting time, man. The Confederacy they got power in this country right now. And we gotta go hard. We got a lot of ground to make up, man. Life is about to become very difficult for black people in the South. And it's been difficult down there. Listen, I've been in racist ass red states, man. They racist as fuck down there, man. They overtly racist. Far worse now that Trump is out here. The masks are off. Hold on. Somebody said who she is. Let me pause this thing.
Blaming all of y'all. Third party.
Shit. I have to go look back and look at it. I see it like right there. But yeah, I've been following her for a while. My bad. I had to put her name out there. Yeah, I've been following her for a while, man. She speak the truth. Listen, they came at her too. The Genocide Joe crew came at her. They came at me when I clapped at Amanda Seales. Amanda Seales is trash, man. I quit messing with Amanda Seales. Amanda Seales is a chaos agent. She is not here. She's here to get her bag, man. She damaged goods. I trust the 92%. Those are the black women I want to surround myself with, the 92%. And everybody who voted on the right side of history, there's 75 million people that voted for Kamala. That's it. We got now. But white people, we're going to need you to step up because white supremacy is a white problem in this country. If you really are discussing with Israel, you're going to have to deal with them. White people got to dismantle AIPAC. White people have to break the alliance with Israel. There's no sense in talking to Jasmine Crockett or coming to us, because ain't nobody go listen to a black person talk about abandon Israel. White people, listen, them people over there are white. They were put in place by white people, armed up by white people, given nuclear weapons by white people. White people here got to dismantle that shit. White people got to destroy AIPAC. White people have to put Israel on their ass. Do not expect us to do it. Y'all fuck with Israel because you cannot get rid of that Jim Crow Jesus shit in your mind. You let the people colonize your mind in the name of Jesus. And that's why you here. Ain't nothing holy about Israel right now. They are demons. They are demons. If it wasn't hell, they would bust it wide open. They are everything that Hitler did to them. They are every fucking thing Hitler did to them. You see the shit they doing out there? Fucking demons, man. Massacring children, wiping out every hospital, wiping out every mosque. Got the Hunger Games in that bitch, man. Picking people off while they're going to get food. Picking them off while they're sitting on the damn shoreline. They demons. White people create that shit. Don't come guilt trip me to shit. You can call me a Zionist, you can eat shit. White people create that shit. Racist ass white people create that. And white people go out to fix that shit. I'm not lifting my finger. I'm not, we did our part by voting for Kamala Harris. You enabled those demons. Don't put that shit on us. Y'all create that shit over there, man. Shit. I don't want to hear shit about that shit. We warned you what would happen to Palestine if you moved on them. Your hatred of a black woman got us here. Kamala had a fucking plan, man. At least we could have convinced her. She could have been more hardcore, but I would never ask Kamala to break a fucking treaty with Israel because no white person has. Quit trying to make us do shit you wouldn't do. Did motherfuckers ask any of these white fucking presidents to break a treaty with Israel? Did anybody ask any of these white people to break a treaty with Israel? Then why the fuck are you asking black people to do that shit? It's not even realistic. You blaming Kamala Harris and no other white president broke the damn ranks with them, but you want a black woman to do it. It don't make no damn sense, man. I don't want to hear shit, man. If you hate Israel, then your white ass should be out there putting maximum pressure on AIPAC. AIPAC should be, listen, you should be, like them motherfuckers storming the Capitol, you should be storming AIPAC. You should be running their ass out of town. You should be on Israel ass right now. Just like them J6ers stormed the Capitol, you should be storming AIPAC headquarters and running their ass up out of there. But do not ask black people to clean up your fucking mess. Do not ask us to risk our lives because of fucking Israel. Y'all bent the knee to them fucking demons. Lied to yourself and said they God's chosen people. Who believed that shit? Who? Who believed that Netanyahu was chosen by God? Who believed these fucking lies, man? They demons. They fucking demons, man. And you come over here and blame us for that shit. Blame us, man. We're not getting involved in that shit. I told you I'm not out here doing that shit. I'm not doing it. How dare you call fucking, Barack Obama a Zionist? How dare you call, Barack Obama a war criminal? How dare you fucking call Jasmine Crockett a scientist or a fucking Zionist? The fuck you mean? White people created that shit. And you still lie to this day. Man, Jesus ain't even white, bro. If you go lie, at least tell the fucking truth. Jesus black as my ass. What the fuck are we talking about, bro? But America's so full of shit, they had to turn him white. Don't play me, man. I don't mess with none of that religious bullshit. But you can't even get your own lie straight. You can't even get your own fairy tale straight. You think I would bend the knee to a slaver? I would never bend the knee to a slaver. Hell out of here, man. These people crazy as hell, that stuff, man. And you want to come to us and blame black people for Israel. Y'all created that shit. Israel gets more money than any other country on earth from America. Do you realize they want to blend our militaries? They want to blend our military power now? This is the problem. That's why, man, I ain't let my son join that shit. You think I'm going to let my son go die for Israel? Y'all crazy as fuck. You think I'm going to let my son go over here and die fighting the Israel wars against brown people? The state of Israel is racist as fuck. They deserve every horrible thing imaginable on earth. Only one of 3 countries that voted against the damn chattel, voted that the damn chattel slavery was not a damn crime against humanity. Only 3 countries did that shit. Israel, Argentina, and the United States of America. It's forever fuck Israel. But that's white people shit. You think I'm going out there and fight against that? No. I don't want to hear that AIPAC money shit. I don't want to hear none of that shit. Because what happened when you get black people to fight AIPAC? They lose. Right? Bowman lost his position. Putting that Palestine shit above black liberation, we lost power. Cori Bush, putting that Palestine shit above black liberation, she lost her fucking seat. And y'all think Jasmine Crockett supposed to do the same thing. Put white people out there to destroy that shit. Israel and AIPAC were created by demons. As simple as that. You got to go deal with that shit. Let's move on. Hey, guys, people that's in my TikTok stream, drop a 1 in the chat. We're going to be bringing people up too. We're going to talk about this. Because we need to talk about this, man. Time is short right now, man. We got one more chance to get this shit right. We got one more chance, people. Man, listen, if you're not voting in November, if we make it, there ain't no fucking guarantee we get out of this by voting. This your last motherfucking chance to get this shit right. And I don't know if the Democrats can save us. But I'm damn sure voting for them. All right, let's bring up Stacey Abrams, man, because Stacey Abrams really is the truth, man. We need Stacey Abrams' ground game.
But what we did in Georgia was not about bringing in new people. It was about reminding the people here that democracy could deliver. We didn't get all the way there with my races, but my races weren't the point. The point were the people. And I want us to remember that between 2014 and 2018, when we got to work, not just registering voters, but talking to voters, connecting the dots between their needs and an election, we were able to generate 800,000 new voters in a single election cycle. They may not have gotten me over the finish line, but we got 16 electoral college votes for Joe Biden, and we got 2 U.S. senators. Everywhere across this country, when we show up and when we vote all the way down the ballot, especially to the fine print, that's how we not only serve the purpose of winning these elections, it's how we reassert the fact that this is a nation of elections and of leadership. But then we've got to do the work in between. If you already live in a blue state, you need to be talking to your legislators about passing their own statewide Voting Rights Act. You need to be talking about making sure that the democracy in your state is as visible and as loud as possible. But overall, what we've got to remember is that if you are in a safe place, you got to start sending your resources, your support, and your intentions to the states that need your help. Do not abandon the South. They incubate evil here, but they farm it out everywhere. But we also incubate the solutions here, and we know we can win this fight. But
I'm just like, how the fuck can you not rally for Stacey Abrams, man? Stacey Abrams is the fucking truth. If you're a black person in America, how the fuck can you not support Stacey Abrams, man? She is fucking brilliant. You see what she did in 2020? Her ground game, 800,000 people she reached. Formidable, man. She did that shit in racist ass Georgia. Georgia racist as fuck outside of Atlanta. Just so you know. 800,000 people she reached. She should be the fucking governor. She not even, listen, but you see how much of a good spirit she is? She's not even bitter. We need black women like Stacey Abrams in power in this bitch, man. Make her a fucking senator. Put her on the fucking Supreme Court, for crying out loud. I don't give a fuck. We need women like her in power. We need women like Jasmine Crockett in power. What the fuck are we talking about here, man? Stacey Abrams is the motherfucking truth, bro. This is the type of people we need. This is the leadership we need in this country. We have to ignore the background noise. For those of us who still trying to hold this shit together, we need her ground game. We need to replicate her ground game. And it's going to be way harder now. They struck down the Civil Rights Act. What are we talking about here in this bitch, man? Confederacy all up in the ranks. And remember, let me break this shit down to you again, because Stacey Abrams, listen, I stay on Stacey Abrams content. Here's her viral video explaining exactly where we at right now.
When autocrats come to power, there's a 10-step plan, and we're at about step 9. So step 1, you have a free and fair election, but it's the last time. Because once that person wins, they don't intend to let anybody else or anyone else take the power that they have amassed for themselves or for their ticket. Second thing they do is that they exceed the realms of executive power. So you see a bunch of executive orders coming out claiming all kinds of powers that a president doesn't hold. Number 3, they then take the competing versions of power and try to either make them complicit or neuter them. So you have a Congress that basically has forgotten they got a job, and then you have a judiciary that's either complicit or neutered. And it's neutered because if the president, if the executive refuses to follow the rules, then you've neutralized the judiciary, because the judiciary doesn't actually have enforcement power. Number 4, you go after the media. With the media, you make sure that you demonize and criticize the legitimate media so that nobody trusts it. And then you create an echo chamber so that the only truth that people hear is the truth you want them to hear, even if it's not truth. Even if you put truth in the name, it's not true. Then you start to gut government. You fire all of the people who know how to do stuff. You break democracy by making people think they don't need it. And the best way to do that is to make sure that the things that they've learned to rely on are no longer available. Because then you become the only way they get what they want. So you fire the CDC so that vaccine rates drop and the disease rises. You fire FEMA so that when there's a natural disaster, the only way you get what you need is by begging for it. So you gut the civil service so that no one can actually do the work that democracy is supposed to protect us for. At the same time, you hire a bunch of people that you call loyalists, and you put them in place so that they don't hire anybody who doesn't agree with you, but you also put them in positions of power. So then your next step is that you go after the people who do the good work. So you sue law firms, you sue philanthropies. Then step 7, you got to have someone to blame. They've blamed everybody. They've blamed women, they've blamed children, they've blamed people of color, they've blamed immigrants. They are doing all of that because they know at step 7, if you can push that forward, then we're fighting each other and fighting for survival instead of fighting for our country. And then you start to incentivize private violence. That's step 9. Maybe you send the National Guard and Marines and you militarize kidnapping people off of the streets, throwing them into detention camps, and then arresting people who dare to challenge you, calling any question obstruction of justice. Civic participation, the First Amendment, is the 9th category, because if you can militarize your response, you also convince people it's not worth the possible pain of calling out the problems. And once you've gotten to step 9, step 10 is easy. You make sure no one ever votes again, because now you've got them captive, now you've got them scared, now you've got them poor, and now you've got the power. That's autocracy in 10 steps.
Brilliant, man. Brilliant. You could have had this lady as governor, guys. They dropped the ball. They dropped the bag down there, man. They could have had that woman as governor. She would have been an amazing governor. But this is how deep the hatred runs in this country. Demons would rather crash it into the ground before they let people who are far more qualified. Stacey Abrams is more qualified than anybody in this current administration. She is more qualified than anybody in the federal government right now to be in power. And that shows you that white supremacy and this capitalism shit is garbage. That this system is garbage. This is also a test of the two-party system. And we're step 10, guys. We're here. Listen, step 10 is completed in November. We right here on step 10. Because if he successfully cancels the midterms, if he successfully, the only thing stopping him is that still he don't have total control of the military. Once he has total control of the military, why do you think that WikiLeaks got rid of the rules of engagement? So they could desensitize soldiers, right? So you can smoke fishermen because they're drug dealers. You can blow up submarines. And same way that you can go out here, you can shoot protesters because they're Antifa. You can wipe out other people because they're the bad guys. I'm gonna let you guys hear something, and I don't know if this TikTok thing will let you. I'm gonna skip ahead and let you hear exactly what these MAGA guys are thinking. This is not a joke, man. These guys should never been in power. All right, we should never allow Trump back in there. But this is why we're here. I'm gonna let you hear this crazy shit that these people are saying.
You kill all the mullahs.
That's right.
Kill everyone. You're not asylum seeker if you're a stinking Somali and you came here to rob us blind. Biden wasn't president. That was Obama's third term. We just went for 3 terms, 12 years under the Gay Canyon. I'm an elected official. I'm with the Republican Party in Ocean County. I'm running for re-election. And it doesn't matter who's in the... Those aren't little fuzzy immigrants that want to pick asparagus. There's murderers, rapists, dope dealers. I remember when I was working as a volunteer for...
They're coughing because there's so much pepper spray out there. But this is right down here where Jolly is at out there right now in New Jersey.
Reagan, way back in '84 for his re-election. I was a college student still. Now I was obsessed with the Russians and the Chinese. And he set me straight. He said, you don't have to really worry about the Russians and the Chinese. They're gangsters. They're criminals. They're like the mafia. They're communists. He goes, the ones to worry about are these Islamics. He goes, these are the ones who worship a culture of death. He goes, they're absolutely evil. They would welcome starting the apocalypse. We have been at war with Iran for 47 years. And finally, we got a president with a pair of balls big enough.
Hold on. I want y'all to see this real quick. Hey, I want y'all to see this. This fool, the one that's with him, he wearing a shirt that says Persians for Trump. See the other clown behind the one talking? He literally got a shirt on that says Persians for Trump. If you were Palestinian, and if you're a Muslim, how the fuck did you let your vote go to Trump? How did you vote for this? How did you vote as a Muslim for this dumb shit? That's why we here. This man is running for re-election because you could not vote for a powerful black woman. And that's self-inflicted wounds, baby. We call that self-inflicted wounds. This is I told y'all, man. Imagine not supporting Kamala. You cannot tell me you really gave a shit about Palestinians if you did not vote for Kamala. Because there was only 2 choices, that demon or Kamala Harris. No matter what you thought about the Democrats, those were the options presented to you. And you failed to make the right choice. So now you suffer. And now these demons are up here.
Enough to take these bastards on. Exactly. Trump isn't starting a war. He's fucking ending a war. And I hope, and you know, he's giving them every chance possible. I am relishing when next week he starts smashing them again. We need to kill all the mullahs. That's right. Kill everyone. You cannot deal with these people.
Well, so the war in Iran is also, coming into the economic factor. Trump was talking about, bringing prices down, bringing gas prices down and all these things.
That fight already. Yeah. How about the price of gas under Biden? It was just as bad. It was worse for a longer period of time. And why? Because of climate change.
You're talking about one-party rule as something you're not. You're complaining about with the Democrats, but you were also over here just a second ago asking for Trump to be king, to describe you wanting Trump to be king, wouldn't that simply be a different one-party rule?
The Democrats are making him king. They're destroying the Constitution. They're calling him a king. No, I think we should have a lot of parties. I think the problem with our system is this two-party system has been bullshit for too long. And we should have many parties, except the Democrat Party must be wiped off the map. They must be swept onto the ash heap of history. The Democrat Party are the new Nazis. They are possessed by Satan. The only way you could be a Democrat now is if you were either A, retarded, B, insane, or 3, evil. And we need to have every Democrat in government tried, indicted for treason and crimes against humanity. And
I would think that
convicted, they need to be punished exactly like the Nazis at Nuremberg.
Well, you'd think that the Nuremberg trials were trying people who set up camps, who were detaining people, forcing them to work in horrid conditions. That's the Republican Party. That's the power. That's Donald Trump's party, who are detaining people and setting up the camps. If we have Nuremberg trials, it would be
that anybody in this detention center is some innocent little guy from Mexico that just wants to pick asparagus or operate a hot doggy wagon. No, they're criminals in here.
This dum-dum has 2 hats on. He's too stupid to take the bottom one off to put the top one on. Oh my God, and that's even more embarrassing. You're a veteran. That's embarrassing, you fuck.
We need to kill.
So listen, and this guy is covered with Trump pins. Do you understand? So my thing is, that's what people voted for. When you voted third party, you gave these morons power. When you voted against Kamala Harris, you gave these morons power. He wants to wipe out all Democrats. Do you understand? He is not by himself. He is in power down there in New Jersey. He is running for re-election. That means they already voted his ass in. So you got batshit evil demons in power. So once again, all of this division, I don't have time for that shit, man. That's the reason why we're here. Every minority should have been lockstep. Listen, we still would have lost if white women voted the way they voted and every minority group would have voted together. We still would have lost, but we still could have been together. The problem is Hispanics broke ranks. Palestinians broke ranks. Muslims broke ranks. So I'll go pull this shit up. Yeah, I'll go pull this shit up and find out who he is. I'll do a full background check on him. Because Jolly was there talking shit to him too, so we'll find out who he is. But that I just recorded that video before I went live. He just said that shit today. So it's not a game, man. Did you not realize they're coming for everybody? I don't understand how people got so brainwashed in that Genocide Joe shit. I mean, they call Kamala Harris a murderer. Are you kidding me, man? So you really helped bring along the destruction of Palestine. You put the nail in the coffin because they're doing everything they can to wipe Gaza and the West Bank from the map. And you was warned. That demon told you to finish the job. Why would you not vote to protect Palestinians? Your hatred for black people has run you here. And since Kamala not going to tell you, I'm going to tell you. She told you so. Kamala told you what will happen. And you did not want to listen to black women. So now your ass going to find out that fat meat is greasy. And these demons do want you out of here. And they do want you in these concentration camps. They can do horrible shit to you. The same shit they did to us under slavery. They want that for you now. So miss me with the bullshit. I'm here for the 75 million. I told y'all, I do not care about the Genocide Joe crew, and I damn sure not messing with MAGA. I do not platform these fools. The only time I interact with these demons is maybe in the real world they come at me, or if I'm on somebody's panel. I don't want shit to do with MAGA. They're the ops forever. I'm not here for that shit, man. Because this was an open book test and you failed it. All right, guys, let's bring some people on before we watch some of these videos. I got you in the box, people. Let's get this cracking. I got you, Doc. Come on up. Everybody else drop that in there. Let's get it. Doc, can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you. I hear you.
Oh, you're gonna have to turn that down though, otherwise we'll get hella feedback.
I hear you.
Hold on. Yeah, you got to mute that. So otherwise we'll be in the feedback loop. So just turn me down because I'm not using the mic so everybody can hear it. So yeah, but look, guys, this is where we are right now. This is the crazy shit. This is the crazy, right? And I hate that we're here. I really do. I hate that it came to this point, man. I hate this timeline, but we got to fight. We got to fight. Black people are built for adversity, and we're gonna have to fight our ass off now, man. I got you. Come on up. Black Star, what up with you?
Congratulations. You stick first, then you push. Okay.
Hey, Black. You hear me, Black?
Yeah.
All right, come on up.
All right. Okay. Yeah.
All right, come on up. Yeah, you have to just turn me down, guys. If y'all got me in the background, turn me like all the way down, because otherwise it'll create a feedback loop. Because I'm not using my headset so that everybody can hear, the lives. Yeah, and it'll be on delay too. So I got you. Let me put you on that.
Am I in the box?
Yeah, you're in the box.
Okay.
Yeah, you're good. Everything's good on you, Black Star. Yeah, so I was in this FBA live earlier, man, and so like I said, things got pretty heated because some black chick came up there talking about how she supported Trump, and she got everything she wanted. So it got to the point where I threw a galaxy to drop her ass. I'm not hearing that shit, man. Listen, if you voted for Trump, it's fuck you forever. Just keeping that clear. And listen, some people are upset because I was rough with her. I don't give a damn if you black. You're a traitor. Right? If you voted for Trump and you black, you a traitor. We can't trust you. We can't trust you. Shit. Don't get your feelings hurt. Ain't nothing misogynist about me giving smoke to a fucking traitor. She's a straight traitor. She deserved far worse. And the fact that she unrepentant. Listen, if they snatch her ass up, if they get her son, you sit right there. Go take your ass over there and deal with it. If they roll your son up, if they smoke your kids, if they blow their brains out, you get what you voted for. Because that's what the fuck you voted for, crazy ass. That's what you voted for. You voted for the elimination of black people. So I'm not here to show no quarter to demons. I told people, if you are the ops, I'm treating you like the ops. And that FBA shit is the ops. I've seen more than enough today. They are the ops, man. They're the ops.
I was trying my best to get up in that panel because I was going to cuss that ugly, confused ass, don't like her fucking reflection in the mirror bitch out.
Yeah.
What I'm going to tell you what was her problem. She did not want to admit that she fucked up.
Exactly. But when they say they didn't vote, that's when you know they voted for Trump. Notice that none of them could tell you. All right, the one chick I got her out of there, but the other ones they will not admit. I don't have to tell you who I voted for. I already know who you voted for. I already know who you voted for. You voted for Trump. Negroes for nooses. What are we talking about? I cannot take them serious. See, you cannot vote for Trump and still be the good guy. That's over with. No. You cannot, you might as well own it. You have to own it. If you voted for Trump, you are a horrible human being. If you still support Trump today, you are horrible. You are the worst of humanity. People are suffering all around the world because of this man. So own it. Just like people who supported Adolf had to deal with that, you gonna have to deal with this. And we can't trust you. That's why I say, if you black, stay out there. Once you go into a sunken place, there is no forgiveness here. I mean that. And that's why I told them they were shocked because I was rough for her. I'm like, listen, I'm equal opportunity. If obviously you don't know my content. I told them about Timu Paula Deen. I'm like, she wanted that smoke, she got that smoke.
Because they said something about you calling her a bitch.
I didn't. Yeah.
Oh, you a bitch.
But listen, is she one? Of course she is. But I just told her I didn't want to hear her black ass anymore. And I dropped the Galaxy so you can go. You're not gonna overtalk me and talk all stupid. I don't give a damn that you crazy as hell. Listen, the problem is she think that all opinions are equal. They're not. They're not.
Nope.
I'm not listening to dumbass people. I just showed y'all earlier where you really can see that stupid people are voting for Trump. They really got problems voting for Trump. This other guy kept trying to put up some dumbass paper. I'm like, dude, we don't need no paperwork trying to blame immigrants. You don't know how to read. You didn't even vote. That's my thing too. It's like, if you didn't vote, I don't talk to nobody who don't vote. I'm not following no idiots. But people want to cap for her because she's black. I don't give a damn she black, man. She an enemy. People betrayed Fred Hampton. Are you kidding me?
Well, if she is, she is.
She an enemy, dude.
If she was acting just like, all of that bullshit, then you know what? Even if she was called that, good, that's what she is.
She said she was proud to support Trump. She support everything he doing. Damn her.
So nah, she is just that.
Damn her. Listen, hey, may her children get swept up by ICE and deported. Fuck her forever.
There it is.
That's really what I want to tell her. But there's limits what I can do. Listen, I told y'all that FBA shit. That's why I said, listen, I went up there with an open mind. I said, let me hear what these FBA people got to say. And every last one of them, either felons, and only she admitted to voting for Trump. So you are only the weak-minded become FBA. Most people, the 92% of black women in this country, stood on business and voted and supported Kamala Harris. 80% of black men. So why are we giving these rejects space? Now I get people got to make their money, make your money how you will. But I am not treating none of these fools as equals. They're not my equals. They're not. They are morons. And they're anti-black and they must be crushed. There is no universal, because they were talking mad shit in the comments. I was letting them have it too. I don't give a damn about them. I don't give a damn. They can't see me. They better sit their ass down somewhere because if they pull up, they get the same smoke. It's forever fuck the FBA. And any other, whatever blogger wants to call itself in the future. Because that's all that shit is blogger.
Yeah, it's all blogger. It's all passport bros.
Yeah.
BLAGA and that FBA shit is all tied.
Yeah, it's all bullshit. It's another grip. Trying to reinvent themselves.
Yeah, but it's no reinventing anything. And I don't understand what, they want to say, if they think they're going to get reparations, they're not. They can fuck that bullshit. First of all, they dividers.
Exactly.
Dividers. And they were paid to divide. So you know what? They can go to hell. Fuck a FBA. Because we didn't hear all of a sudden this a motherfucking thing. No, it's not a thing. It is not a thing.
No, it really isn't
a thing.
I've been on this earth 58 years. I ain't never fucking heard of no bullshit like that.
I haven't either.
And what they don't realize is right now, as a people of whole, we do not need this divisiveness. And like I said on Doc's panel earlier, you can go to these damn white folk lives. They are not cutting each other down. They figuring out some kind of goddamn way to plot on our ass.
Exactly.
But you go to our lives, we at each other. How much more divisiveness do we need?
We don't need
this
that
shit. Is crazy.
And for me, just chop that shit down. Don't fuck with them. Don't be fucking with their spaces. I wouldn't be in no live where any of them are. All of that. See, shit needs to be shut all the way down. And we are responsible for shutting that shit, all that division, and all this bullshit down. That's where I'm at. Shut it down. You don't need to be sitting up talking to them. What you talking to them for? Only reason why you talking to them is the same reason why you sit up and you talk to them fucking MAGAs, and ain't nothing but a fucking grift. Some fucking nasty ass grift.
And that's part of the reason why we're here, because the networks did that shit. They elevated these morons. CNN, you know, they kept putting these buck dancers up, right? Van Jones is good for that shit. Going out here, putting these blogging idiots up here and letting them speak for us. I remember they went to Virginia. Them motherfuckers went to the most podunk spot of Virginia, right there on the fucking Tennessee border, and found that Trump store where that black chick was running some Trump store, and letting her repeat them damn conservative talking points.
Mm-hmm.
So knowing damn well that most black people do not support that shit, but they kept elevating these demons. And that's why I say, why are we giving morons a platform? That's why I told you, I'm not following none of that FBA shit. It's a scam, and they're the ops. Period. They always will be. There is no redemption from coming back from this, man. Not after this much stuff has happened, man. There's no redemption after that.
Yeah. I mean, and if you think about, you know, how many of them voted for either voted or did not vote. Either way, the harm has been extensive. You know, they hurt my motherfucking daughter when they went out here with that raggedy ass vote that they cast. My daughter got hurt. I got hurt. Behind they fucking shit that they did. So no, bitch, you can't say shit to me. You can't say a fucking word. Get the fuck out my face with that Tariq Nasheed motherfucking grifter motherfucker. Now he all out. And is he still in Africa, or did he decide to come back because he done spent up his fucking money over there?
Yeah, I know. I never followed the dude, right? I never followed that dude. But like I said, I've only heard this FBA shit here recently, and everything I heard was the same old shit. Every time I see them talking, they was on that dumb shit, blaming immigrants, using Republican conservative talking points. And so that's why I said today is when I really got back and forth, started going back and forth. I was like, man, after the first 30 seconds, you know what they're talking about? Nothing. Remember, people didn't vote because they ashamed they voted for Trump, and these guys ain't got no education, but they want to come in here and do some half-ass research and show you some piece of paper like a third grader and expect you. And I said, dude, that shit ain't peer review. We need to know the studies, the books. They don't know. And that's why I said, I am not going back and forth with people who cannot handle a conversation. They are mentally gone. And it's a waste of time, man. And listen, time is of the essence. We need to get as many people who give a damn to get after it, because it's going to get crazier. These demons are not leaving power without a fight. And we got to be ready for that.
And that's what they, so that, that 20%, you know what? Yeah, we could lose that 20%. Let's lose that 20%. Because that's the same factor if you look at the percentage of MAGA, right? It's only like 30% of the electorate. 30%.
And this is why they try to play us. Black women voted at the highest level for Kamala.
Is it that high, though? Yeah, they are 30%. 30% of MAGA is Trump supporters. Those Trump supporters or the MAGAs, they are 30%. They might not even be that.
Okay, so you including everybody.
Yeah, I can say MAGA between MAGA and BLAGA. Between MAGA and BLAGA, they make up 30%. Right. They make up 30%. So we need to be mindful of that. They are very much a class of people that like crawled from under a rock. And now they want to cause as much havoc as they can, as much harm as they can. And they don't care. So no, I will never forgive them for that bullshit. No, we never gonna come together. No, I'm not. I'm not coming together with no damn white supremacists.
Yeah, I'm not either. And really, time is out for that. We have to rally for the people who are now directly in harm's way. The southern states are being moved by the Confederacy. They are armoring up and getting ready, and that's why you heard the last unhinged demon, right? He wants to wipe out every Democrat. He is not by himself. Do you understand? So if you're looking for these people, humanity, they have none. That's why I tell people, man, you have to match and exceed their energy. When they show these people crying and breaking down because their dad's getting rolled up by ice, they get off on that shit.
Yeah,
you understand? They get off on that shit. You got to be cold as the motherfucking Siberian winds to these demons. They love all that. Remember the guy who shot that other Hispanic girl 5 times? He's like, I shot her 5 times and left 7 bullet holes, boys. They take pride in that shit.
Yeah, they love that.
They are very evil individuals, and we have to treat their ass that same energy. So the time for really talking has ended. We're at war, people. I'm trying to tell you, better wake up, man. You better get your shit ready. We're at war with these people. They will do anything to stay in power, and they're doing it. People keep talking about he can't run for a 3rd term. Watch him. Watch him.
Yeah, watch him do
Watch him fucking do it.
Yeah, watch him
The question is, what the fuck he gonna do when they try to keep him in there? He been breaking the law, and that's why I tried to explain to them earlier. The man has broken the law every day he's been in there. All of this stuff is illegal. The money he stole, he's a billionaire because he stole the money.
Yeah.
And people talking about forgive him. I'm not forgiving none of that.
No money. And then now all of a sudden you a whole billionaire now.
Multi-billionaire. Yeah.
You couldn't even pay them fucking banks and shit.
Exactly. But this is why I say this is the real test. Matter of fact, I'm gonna play another video, guys. I want y'all to hear this because this is really a test. Will democracy survive, man? Because if they let Trump in there and get away with all this shit, it's only a matter of time for somebody to come do worse. It shows you how corrupt the system is itself. All right, let me play this video, man, and we'll talk on the other side. This guy, how long is he going for? This is going to be a little longer one. He going to yap for about almost 7 minutes.
Reform or revolution? It appears we're getting closer to the point in history where we, the American public, will be forced to make a choice between the two. Let's take a moment to reflect on what makes reform and revolution different. For me, the hardest thing about attaining class consciousness was giving up on elections. It has taken me about 47 years to get here. I started writing a book over a decade ago, envisioning a third-party takeover of the American political system. Back then, I could see how bad everyone was getting screwed, and I knew that at some point, normal everyday Americans would reach their breaking point and reject the two-party system en masse. And to me, partly because my dad had been singing this tune my whole life, I thought, third party. But there's a drawback that I did not adequately recognize when formulating my original plan to fix this country's problems. Reform is not revolution. And this is what it took me almost 47 years to learn. Using elections will never get the change we need because the entire game is rigged. The democratic change we need right now can't happen through the existing constitutional system because this system was designed to prevent that. The framers were terrified of actual democracy. That's why they built the well-known system of checks and balances. The American constitutional system is designed to check the will of the public, with the Senate, the courts, and the president, all able to veto the will of the people. The House of Representatives is supposed to reflect the public will, but they are mostly sold to the highest bidder. If reform were your goal, you could form a party and win huge influence in the House of Representatives. Who knows? Maybe even win a majority in the House. But the Senate would take a long time to break into, by design. The Senate would also say no to anything that threatens the existing power arrangement. The president would veto anything that threatens the existing power arrangement. The courts, the Supreme Court especially, would strike down any laws that got passed if they threatened the existing power arrangement. In the period this was happening, the owning class would have a chance to organize a counterattack. The American constitutional system is designed to check the power of the public. No matter how organized we get, no matter how many elections are won, the system is designed to withstand these challenges. The American constitutional system is designed to slow down public challenges to its power and stop them. Reform works within a system designed to benefit the owning class. Any reforms made within that system accepts from the outset that ownership rights and class structure will not be challenged. Reform is compromise with the ruling class. Any democratic reforms you win are a concession from those who currently hold power. The most important difference between reform and revolution is who holds power. Reform preserves the power structure. It leaves the Epstein class in charge. Reform is hierarchical by nature. The essence of reform is that the rich preserve their ownership of the nation's productive capacity. Revolution flips that script. Revolution is imagined here as the fight to win a new constitution that empowers the people. In revolution, the people are in charge. Any concessions come from the people, not the rich. In revolution, the existing hierarchy is challenged. Revolution requires dismantling the existing class structure. Revolution is a moment when new hierarchies are made and old hierarchies are discarded. Or perhaps we dispense with hierarchy entirely and choose equality. And this is the thing that's very hard for people to understand. Revolutions actually empower the mass of the people. Revolutions happen, and after that, material conditions drastically improve for the public, the mass of the people. Literacy rates, lifespans, access to healthcare, food, and housing all go up. Since China's revolution, 800 to 900 million people have been pulled out of poverty. Since Cuba's revolution, even the most humble workers have access to world-class medical care, less so under the current embargo. These were communist revolutions, right? If you can see past anti-communist propaganda, you'll find out that material conditions improve for the working class after a true revolution. This is because what's won with revolution cannot be won with reform. Revolution changes who's in charge. Revolution upsets the existing class structure and flips it on its head. This is why communism is the opposite of capitalism. Capitalism requires capitalists, billionaires, an Epstein class. Communism is when capitalist ownership of the means of production is replaced with public ownership. Quick note, this does not mean I'm advocating for state capitalism. Reform leaves the landlord class in place. Reform says lower taxes and better treatment for the working class. For now. But any concessions won can also be lost. This is the lesson of the last century of American history. The People's Party, known as the Populists, tried to use elections to change the economic power structure at the turn of the 20th century. They got organized under a banner that united Christianity and socialism. The rich got organized and crushed them. My post Define Liberalism takes a slower walk through that history. In the century since the populist defeat, reforms that were won back then have been eroded away over time. This is because the owning class views any concessions given to the public as something they can take back. Great democratic achievements won through incredible struggle, antitrust laws, child labor laws, union rights, even the Voting Rights Act are all being dismantled now because concessions won by the public are being taken away. This is what reform gets you, a slow slide back to the same place a century later. Leaving the existing class structure in place is a mistake. Believing elections can effectively challenge class power is a mistake. This is the difference between reform and revolution. If you want substantial change that endures, you need to become a revolutionary. And don't forget that the Declaration of Independence, we're about to celebrate its 250th anniversary, gives us permission. Quote the Declaration, "Governments are instituted among men, deriving their just powers from the consent of the governed. That whenever any form of government becomes destructive of these ends, it is the right of the people to alter or to abolish it, and to institute new government." Revolution is our right. Revolution gets what reform cannot. Permanent change to the status quo. That's the difference between reform and revolution. Please give a like, comment, follow, favorite, repost, and sign up for my Substack. Let's make them pay.
That's his make them pay. He's called Make Them Pay, guys. So once again, if a revolution is going to happen, white people got to lead that shit. White people got to lead the revolution, guys, because we have done enough as black people. If white people really want a revolution, you got to get out there and make that shit happen. I'm all for it. But you have to be on the forefront of that shit. And understand, the government here will respond with overwhelming violence. I hope people think that do not think these demons giving up power without shedding blood. They shed our blood in the streets. They damn sure ain't got no problem. You see what they did to Renee Good and them? They go, so you have to be prepared to match and exceed their energy. Otherwise, you just lambs to the slaughter. So when we say revolution, understand what that means. That means democracy burns. We grab the Constitution, throw that bitch out in the street and burn it. And I'm okay with that too. But understand what that comes. Understand what we have to go through for that. Because there's no guarantee that democracy is not already dead. And if they sabotage the midterms, then you already know, man, revolution is your only way out. So I'm open-minded to all of it. But without the numbers, you can't have a revolution, man. They put your ass down like Waco. Remember, just so you understand, Waco was the largest engagement between citizens and the government, but outside the Civil War. I think they had 1.6 million rounds in there. They had 50 cal. They had all kinds of machine guns. They had at least 100 men that could fight. And they did not last 90 days against the federal government. Because you're not going to win this shit with 100 people. You may need a couple of million. The spread out in all 50 states in sales. Doing that high level shit. Going after the billionaire class. Taking their shit by force. That's what it may come down to. And so I'm playing defense. Until it falls apart. I am staying on defense, and I'm telling every black person, stay on defense. Stay on defense until society falls apart. Once society falls apart, all bets are off. Engage it will. But there's no reason for us to be on to be the first wave on here. You got to see this like you coming in on D-Day in Normandy. The first people off them boats are probably getting cut down. Period. And so you need to be in the reserves. Black people need to be in the reserves on this shit because we've led everything else. And we cannot do. This system was created by white people for white people. And white people will have to lead this shit. If it's going to be revolution, if it's going to be whatever what have to be done, it's going to have to be on white people. And that's just the truth. Because why should we risk more?
But I don't think they're capable.
They may not be, and that's the problem, right? And so, look, guys, I wish I had a crystal ball. All I can tell you, there is no guarantees, man. The problem is you let people who were evil get in charge of the country, man. Donald Trump is the last person that should have been in there. Hey, I could pick random people in these chats and probably had a better chance of being better than what Trump represents. And that shows you how broken the system is. All the lies they told us about freedom and checks and balances, that man was right. Shit, the only people getting checked and balanced is us. Fuck, we had a whole ass election here in Virginia. We had a whole ass election in Virginia. And they threw our fucking votes out. They threw our votes out. And nobody burning shit. Nobody attacking shit. They accepted it. Spanberger accepted it to the Supreme Court. Nobody's on that ass. Just nullified our votes while you let the Confederate States do that shit without the consent of the people. So that lets me know that, okay, we're getting close to revolution. I don't know if the Democrats can save us. because we're getting rid of the good ones. They got rid of Al Green. How the fuck you get rid of Al Green, man? Talking about pass the torch. How you let Jasmine Crockett get got? By Tallarico. But listen, Umar is not wrong about that. Hispanic people, they voted for him. So you get what you. That's why I say don't. Tallarico should not worry about the black vote now. It is what it is, man.
And also, don't be coming for Jasmine when she ain't capping for him.
Exactly. They expect. That's why I'm out of fucks to give when they talk about that Zionist shit. Demons are Zionists. White demons are Zionists. Understand? White demons. Zionists is a white people problem. You go fight that shit. All right? And tell Israel come here. If Israel come here for my ass, I'm gonna do what needs to be done. But until that moment, this is white people problems. You let them demons up in there. You kept believing they asked for years with that Jim Crow Jesus shit, that bullshit religion you created. You are here because people believe that somehow that these people are God's chosen people. The biggest lie ever told, man. Look at the crimes that Israel are doing daily. But this is how far they go. Matter of fact, hold on. I might have a video covering that shit. I thought I did. And I thought I pulled that shit up and I did not. I'm getting so many videos. Nope, I don't have it. I have it, but it's not. I didn't fucking transfer it over. Of people talking about this. Listen, it took a lot to get to this point, man, but we here now. We here. So that's why it is what it is. Hey, listen, they here, but hey, I can't engage until they come to me. I'm playing defense. Because I don't care who they are. I'm showing no quarter to anybody coming at us. I don't care if they're FBA. I don't care who they are. It's not a joke. As a matter of fact, why I got your attention, if you are not heavily armed and ready, you are running out of time. I am not letting nobody disarm me. I am on a straight buying spree right now. I'm getting everything I wanted. I'm treating this shit like GTA 6. I may break down and get me a motherfucking Hellcat so I could be fast as fuck out here too when this shit kick off. So everybody needs to be ready, man. I hope that we can vote our way out of this. But the soldier in me, shit. I've seen countries fall, man. What the fuck you think I was doing over in the Balkans, in Bosnia, in Kosovo? They had a ridiculous ass civil war, ethnic cleansing. I was asking them in Kosovo, like, how do you know who to smoke? Y'all all white. He was like, well, shit, you got to check the ID card. That's how they was smoking people. If they was Muslim, they get to work. Christians and Muslims and all of that. That's how they were smoking each other. I'm talking about wiping people out, wiping kids out, man. All type of horrible shit. In Bosnia, it was landmines everywhere. America has not had to deal with that since the Civil War. But we back here, man, because we did not wipe out the Confederacy. White people was weak on the Confederacy, man. They love the Confederacy more than our freedom. Because, you know, that racism is a white people thing. Racism is a white condition in this country. And that's why we're here, unfortunately. It's a damn shame, man. Listen, it breaks my fucking heart that we're here because I served this country, man. I put my ass on line for this country. I was going to send my kid to go do this shit, but I can't do that now. That door's closed, man. I can't fuck with this weak ass shit. So we are in a dark space right now, and we got to understand It may cost a lot. And we talked about this shit. I warned people for years, man, and now we here. So it really gonna come down to, can we get here? Can we get to November? You say you're very late to the live? Oh, don't worry, I got you. Hey, let me run this other video back, man. Hey, this one video will catch you back up. Hold on, I got you. We'll play this shit back. Hey, this is why we're here right now. One more time for the
Blaming
road.
all of y'all, third party, the ones that set out the election and the ones that voted for that man. All of y'all are to blame. Y'all all decided to go against the one person that could save us from that man. There was really only 2 people that could win the fucking election. There was nobody else. So if you set out this election, you voted for that man in office, or you decided to vote third party, you are to fucking blame for what the fuck is going on in this goddamn country. Not only to what is going on in this country, what's going on around the world. Argentina is fucked. Venezuela is fucked. Cuba is fucked. The whole continent of Africa is fucked. Where the fuck is Palestine? Did y'all save it yet? Is Palestine saved? I think the fuck not. But Lebanon is starting to look like Palestine. Y'all to blame for the VA assistance getting shut down, healthcare being fucked, our education system being ripped apart. You're also to blame for the ICE detention centers. I put blame where blame goes. Let me make something very fucking clear for you hoes. I'm not a Democrat. I'm not a leftist. I'm not a fucking liberal. I vote for harm reduction and for humanity. Y'all hoes voted or didn't vote for selfishness. And the world is burning because of it. Take your fucking blame. Y'all actually act like y'all fucking savior. Y'all helped burn this country down. And now all of a sudden, y'all want to act like y'all fucking hands are clean. They're not. And this is the damn consequences of you being reckless with your fucking vote. You get a fucking dictator in office. Now y'all all can go play in heavy fucking traffic. Because in my eyes, y'all will always be the goddamn villains. Blame.
And that's it, man. The real crazy shit is they voted for this. It's not like Trump seized power. He failed after January 6th. He failed. But instead of putting his ass in prison forever, instead of rounding up the Powerpuff Boys and locking them up forever and throwing away the key, they forgave their ass. Right? Because you could not listen to a black woman. Look, the Democrats was dirty too. I told motherfuckers, do not stab Joe Biden in the back. No matter how you feel about Joe Biden. But a lot of that shit, people was racist on the left too, because if Biden somehow didn't make it, that made Kamala automatically president. They did not want a black woman just becoming president. That's why they sabotaged that shit, man. Knowing damn well the Democratic Party has never won an election that late in the game when you change people. Joe Biden did enough. I would have voted for Joe Biden with corpse before I voted for Trump. But you stabbed Joe Biden in the back in the middle of the fucking election cycle, like dumbasses. And you gave this impossible mission to Kamala. And listen, she ran the best campaign I've ever seen. I never gave money. I didn't throw money at Barack Obama. Are you kidding me? Kamala made a believer in me, man. And y'all know how I feel about that election. I'm not going to even say shit else about it, especially with TikTok playing. But it's really a fucking shame, man, that a woman as qualified as Kamala could get beat by a shit stain like Trump. And that shows you how many racist ass people are still in this country. How many people are just sorry, man. They just sorry individuals. And that's why we're here. That's why we're dealing with this shit right now. This could have been avoided, man. Listen, people still could have been racist. You could have hated Negroes, but your life would have been better than Kamala Harris. You probably would have got enough money to get you a house and get out that fucking double wide trailer. We wouldn't be talking about high ass gas prices. Our life will be far better with Kamala in there. And that's the thing that racist white people cannot get. And this is not just a right-wing issue. There are leftists who believe this shit too. There are communists who talk shit about Kamala Harris. And I roast their ass too. Amanda Seals is one of them. A fucking buck dancer. Amanda Seals ain't done shit for black people. She ain't done a fucking thing for black people. And that other lazy ass dude, what the fuck, Ebony Warrior Studios, another performative ass Negro. Call himself a communist, but what the fuck are you doing, communist? Are you leading the revolution? No, the fuck you not. You sitting in the fucking house, bro. You damn sure couldn't match what the fuck I'm doing out here. Put my ass on the line. Put my freedom on the line. We cannot follow weak ass people, man. And so they do not speak for us. Mob content is for the 75 million people. We're going to have to face this shit down. And white allies, I'm going to need you on that John Brown shit. All right, if anybody else want to jump in and get on the conversation, I am on my U.S. Army Overlord account on TikTok. You can jump in, put a 1 in the chat and request up. We'll bring you up and let's talk about it. Only friendlies, because I don't do that ops shit. I don't talk to the ops. Yeah, the ops can eat a dick up to the hiccup. I'm not interested in nothing these fools got to say. But I do want to prepare people. You need to get prepared, man.
All black people, heavily earned.
Yes. You got to be ready, man.
All heavily. I mean, heavy. You got to be heavy. Because these motherfuckers out here, I'm telling you, he got his own militia now. Remember that.
Yes. ICE is his private army.
Yeah.
With J6ers, you know, they pardon these fools. They put them out there. They gave them all that shit. There is no background checks happening. If you white, you can go join them. So that's why I say miss me with all that shit, man. It's a complete shit show right now.
And girlfriend hit that shit right on the money. You know, I hold them responsible. They the one that fucked this country up like it is. You know, because of racism. You know. Can't get over that fucking shit. And look at the shit that we in now. So yeah, they need to hurt. They voted for their own destruction. As well as our destruction as well. So fuck them forever for that bullshit.
Straight up. That's the energy I'm on. And listen, before we let the Confederacy win, I will let it burn to the last thing. Let it burn to the studs. Throw the Constitution out in the street and we just have an eternal death match. Period.
Exactly.
Before I let these demons have it, man, listen, get their ass back on that Mayflower and sink in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean. I'm going to do the same thing. We need to become the straight wrath of our ancestors. We need to become these demons' worst fear. Everything they feared that we would do to them if we got power, we need to do to them. Because it was not done before. And that's because I understand if we go get into it, we got to be on that Haitian energy. How do you think Haiti won? How do you think the Haitians beat Napoleon? One of the greatest white generals in history. Because they matched and exceeded his energy. The Haitians was ruthless out in that bitch, man. They used their environment to attack these fools, use all type of tactics that they learned. That's why I say veterans are in the best position to fight because we know this fucking military. We was trained by these demons. These people are not giving it up, man. They're not giving it up. Of course, listen, they're going to continue to do all that dirt, guys, because they are, every time they blow up a fishing boat, it desensitizes the military. If a military could pull a trigger on fishermen, you think they can't pull it on Antifa? Why do you think they're trying to label Antifa as a hate group? So they can justify summarily executing your ass. I don't know why people don't listen. If you don't believe me, go listen. Do not listen to American news. Go listen to what our adversaries and allies are saying about America. And then maybe it might click on how deep of this shit a hole we in right now. My problem is they let morons in charge. There is no winning for America. We're not winning shit. This Iran war, there is no winning. There is no win scenario here. Everything is just on how badly we're going to lose it. So I just think it's going to be, like I said, we have a good run as a country. 250 years, man. And it's probably maybe 100 years too longer than what they should have got. The fact that they couldn't finish off the Confederacy tells you everything you know about America, man. The fact that they can go back and just roll back our rights lets you know that that should not. How can somebody just roll back your rights? And people, listen, the thing that pissed me off talking about it's going to take 30 or 40 years. I ain't waiting for none of that shit. Burn that shit down. Who the fuck is waiting 40 years? Fuck that system. Burn it down and we start over again. Who the hell gonna talk about wait 40 years to reverse what they're doing? No. Purge their ass and start again. They're not gonna take you seriously until you become a threat to the system. They're not. And if you look at it, people are not even organizing like real boycotts. How you have a boycott for a day? Who the fuck thinks a boycott for one day is going to be effective? They boycotted for a fucking year. General Montgomery bus boycott. The damn company was going out of business. So people got to understand what revolution really means. You have to become a threat to the system. Right there, man, that statement right there. They only understand money and violence. That's it. That is the only thing they understand. That's the only shit they go respect. So we need people on that John Brown energy, on that Luigi energy, on that that warehouse firebender shit. And once again, it's got to be white people. Because white people got us to this point, man. It's selfish to think that you're going to have the minorities you've been abusing to rise up. And this is going to be bloody. I don't know how it's not going to be bloody. The good news is we can watch it play out. I think this is going to be a hell of a summer. And let's see what happens by the time November rolls around. But you are running out of time. If you're here in Virginia, understand you got just over a month before that assault weapons ban take place. If there's anything you want to get, this is your time to get it. I'll be dropping videos all throughout the weekend, catching up. But I'm going to let you know my wish list. And I got a hell of a wish list. I want all that good shit. I want them damn, hey, I want them FRT triggers. I want all that good shit. I got a wish list of shit I need. And you need to be ready. You need to be thinking about them secondary communications, first aid kits, linking up with local farmers, being ready, man. You need to start doing some contingency planning. How long can you go if the power get cut? I'm just throwing it out there, man. We don't know what's going to happen. And we need to be ready. That's why I say, hey, black people especially, they're coming for us in the South. And we need to be ready to deal with them demons. Anybody got any questions of me? It's damn near, it's 11:30 out here, man. You got the feed? They out there still fighting with them? Yeah, throw it in live now. You know, I can't show it while I'm still on YouTube, but I will, we might do that a little later. Or I might just restart or something if it's really, really, really spicy. Anybody got any questions?
Just imagine, that you hate a group of people that freaking bad that you are willing to self-destruct to try to hurt those individuals. Imagine that motherfucking shit. You know, we've been dealing with this shit for a long fucking time, Red.
Yep.
I mean, a long ass time. You know, every time we think we moving forward, there is always these motherfuckers that come along that sets us back, you know? And you know, as a race of people, we should really be tired of it. As well as, you know, we supposed to have some good white folks, right? But I need them white folks right now to do what needs to be done. And we can't go out there and be in the streets trying to fight once again, over and over and over again.
1 second, Doc. Yeah, I got advice for you. For people who not for people who not experienced in defense, download Signal and join Operation Black Skies. The link is in my bio. Our goal is to pass our military training on to you. All right, you need to be thinking tactically, guys. Right, there's serious shit that may be happening. We're taking too much for granted. If you go tear down a system, you need to be ready to be off the system. And I don't think a lot of people taking that shit seriously right now, man.
Right, you got to be willing to. I mean, and people better get ready.
Yeah, listen,
it's sooner than what
when shit kick off, there ain't no going to Walmart. Okay, right. Walmart becomes fucking death zones. In case you're wondering, farmlands become minefields and shit. So I need to get y'all. If you haven't been out there in war zone to see this, I've been out there. I've seen this Civil War shit is horrible. It's horrible, man. But leaving these demons in charge is even worse.
But I'm gonna need them, my good white folks, to you know, put them boots on, and I need them to go out here.
Oh no, she got hit up. Yeah, she might have to get. There she go.
No, I just need them to go out here and stand and know how to fight this fight. You know what I mean? It's a way that you have to fight something that's like this. This system is so very bad. I don't even think people really realize how bad the system really is, you know? And I'm talking about economically when you look at the system and how much taxes we pay, right? Because we pay federal taxes, we pay state taxes, we pay property tax, we pay unaliving tax. You know, it's a tax for every single thing that you do. But see, you know, the United States says that we're supposed to be free. I don't see being free when all of my money that I go to work for is basically being taken away from all these taxes that we pay. And what does our money go to? What do our money really, really go to?
Hold on, Black.
I'd like to know.
You said you wanted to say something? Go ahead, Black.
Let me add on to what Doc said about the hatred that they have for us. It is a direct derivative from the fact that they cannot beat us. They want to be so bad. I mean, and this goes back from history. I mean, they thought eating us would make them as strong as we were. They are mad because never in their entire existence would they ever come close to being who we are. And all they're gonna do is try to continue to steal our culture because they have zero. They don't have anything. Without Black people in these United States, it wouldn't be shit. Wouldn't nobody want to come here to see these dried up, pasty ass, mayo faced, racist motherfuckers? Ain't nobody coming over here to see y'all. Don't nobody give a fuck about y'all. Y'all was banished. Y'all was fucking peasants. That's why it's no surprise to me why these white men are pedos. And they participate in ungodly things with their pets. And the white women do too.
Yes, they do.
They're
especially
disgusting. They are disgusting. They have no morals.
And the Epstein files should
no
not
value.
shock anyone because they've been doing that shit.
They don't have any.
I'm watching it, guys. I'm watching it. So I'm watching this stuff that's happening right now, guys. There's nothing to report, man. I'm watching the Hey, you got if you try to get on Signal, you have to make sure you have it downloaded first. And if not, guys, I'll throw it in my Discord. You can get it from there as well. But look, there's a standoff out there.
Sit right here.
Yeah.
And watch them tear this shit down.
Yes.
Because they're gonna tear it down.
Yeah, we gotta play defense right now.
And then we gonna swoop in
That's
with
it.
our ass on our chest. And when this motherfucker get built back up, we getting our goddamn reparations.
Damn right. We take it from the billionaire class. They won't need that shit.
Damn right.
Listen, there's more than enough money out there. The billionaires are hoarding this shit. The billionaires are hoarding that shit. Right? They got the money. Take they shit. You know, take they shit. Okay, they beaming some special lights out right now, these guys, man. They got this skirmish line out here and like beaming light sorts of protesters and shit. But right now they're just got their shields down. No one's moving in yet. I'm watching this standoff here in New Jersey. So people not understanding right now that there's a ICE concentration camp they got out here and they treating people horribly. All type of abuses. They starving them out, letting them lay in their own filth because they want to pressure them to sign away their rights so they can get deported. This is the type of evil games they play out here. And of course, the governor, they come through with weak shit, right? You want to blame the protesters there. And you want to, that's why I said the cops are not going to save you. I don't know why people keep thinking these slave catchers are going to save us. The slave catchers are more aligned to ICE than they are to us. Period.
And not only that, Rig, you know, my thing is they are, to me, they are a part, they are an arm with ICE. They are an arm of ICE. So no, they not gonna be there to help or protect or do any of that bullshit.
And listen, and they don't have any constitutional right to do so. That's why you got to be armed up on your own. You got to be willing to pull your own security.
Yeah, because I mean, otherwise, shit. I keep telling folks, listen, anybody in here, some of y'all may know it, some of y'all may not be willing to watch it, or maybe you don't want to watch it. But that Handmaid's Tale, baby, and the testaments that they got, it mirrors. It's supposed to be a show, right? A TV show. But nah, motherfuckers, this shit reality. Reality. Just a few more steps away, and we fucking there.
Yeah, and have you guys, I played that unhinged video earlier. That is from New Jersey, right? The guy they was interviewing, that crazy ass Trumper, he is from there. He is there as a counter protester to them, or a pro-ICE protester.
I didn't hear that.
Hold on, I'll play it for you. And I want y'all to understand this. I'm gonna play it one more time, and I want you to listen to what this fool was saying. This is why I don't understand how anybody who is Muslim or Palestinian could ever support Trump. They want you squad wiped, man. But I'm gonna let y'all hear. I'm gonna let you hear him out of his own words. Matter of fact, here I'll do one better. Shit, I'm gonna let y'all see it. I'm gonna hold the fucking camera so y'all can actually see it. I'm gonna let you see these morons. Let's get this shit. Where the hell is he at?
To kill all the mullahs.
That's
Kill
right.
everyone. You're not asylum seeker if you're a stinking Somali and you came here to rob us blind. Biden wasn't president. That was Obama's third term. We just went for 3 terms, 12 years under the gay Kenyan. I'm an elected official. I'm with the Republican Party in Ocean County. I'm running for re-election. And it doesn't matter who's in the... Those aren't little fuzzy immigrants that want to pick asparagus. There's murderers, rapists, dope dealers. I remember when I was working as a volunteer for Reagan way back in '84 for his re-election. I was a college student still, and I was obsessed with the Russians and the Chinese. And he set me straight. He said, you don't have to really worry about the Russians and the Chinese. They're gangsters. They're criminals. They're like the mafia. They're communists. He goes, the ones to worry about are these Islamics. He goes, these are the ones who worship a culture of death. He goes, they're absolutely evil. They would welcome starting the apocalypse. We have been at war with Iran for 47 years, and finally we got a president with a pair of balls big enough to take these bastards on. Trump isn't starting a war, he's fucking ending a war. And I hope, and you know, he's given them every chance possible. I am relishing when next week he starts smashing them again. We need to kill all the mullahs.
That's right.
Kill everyone. You cannot deal with these people.
Well, so the war in Iran is also, coming into the economic factor. Trump was talking about, bringing prices down, bringing gas prices down, and all these things.
Fight already. Yeah. How about the price of gas under Biden? It was just as bad. It was worse for a longer period of time. And why? Because of climate change.
You're talking about one-party rule as something you're not. You're complaining about with the Democrats, but you were also over here just a second ago asking for Trump to be king. Describe you wanting Trump to be king. Wouldn't that simply be a different one-party rule?
The Democrats are making him king. They're destroying the Constitution. They're calling him a king. No, I think we should have a lot of parties. I think the problem with our system is this two-party system has been bullshit for too long. And we should have many parties, except the Democrat Party must be wiped off the map. They must be swept onto the ash heap of history. The Democrat Party are the new Nazis. They are possessed by Satan. The only way you could be a Democrat now is if you were either A, retarded, B, insane, or 3, evil. And we need to have every Democrat in government tried, indicted for treason and crimes against humanity. And
I would think that
convicted, they need to be punished exactly like the Nazis at Nuremberg.
Well, you'd think that the Nuremberg trials were trying people who set up camps, who were detaining people, forcing them to work in horrid conditions. That's the Republican Party. That's the power. That's Donald Trump's party who are detaining people and setting up the camps. If we have Nuremberg trials, it would be
that anybody in this detention center is some innocent little guy from Mexico that just wants to pick asparagus or operate a hot doggy wagon. No, they're criminals in here.
This dum-dum has 2 hats on. He's too stupid to take the bottom one off to put the top one on. Oh my God, and that's even more embarrassing. You're a veteran. That's embarrassing, you fuck.
We need to kill.
And so they're talking about this standoff right here, guys. This is what's happening down there in New Jersey right now. All right, that's the people on the boots on the ground right now. Mercado Media, he's a vet. He's a combat vet like the rest of us. He's covering that right now, guys. I just want to let y'all take a peek at that.
Now, who was lined up? Was that the?
It's like the damn regular cops out there doing that dumb shit, supporting them, slave catchers, because they told ICE to stand back, and they're going to do that.
He running for office. Who is that motherfucker?
Exactly.
That should never be elected.
Well, listen, he's saying he's running for re-election, so he's already was down there. So you understand what I'm talking about? And so I'm gonna jump in this video.
They need to know.
So wait a minute. So the people in Jersey went and voted for that motherfucking piece of shit.
Listen, I told y'all, man. This is
only representing a certain amount of people, and not everybody.
He shouldn't be representing shit.
Did they? They man. So I told you. Listen. Event, they doing all kind of dirt. They don't have no respect for the media. I told you, listen, guys, we are on that autocratic shit right now. This is why you got to be ready. Go, I'm bringing you up. I got you. Come on up.
What's up, people?
Hey, what's going on?
I was watching Ali Velshi He was getting marched back from the detention center, and it was so funny. This big old fat cornbread fed thumb came up to him and said he was misquoting some shit while he was live, reporting. And as soon as that fat pig walked by, then the cops that were behind that guy, and then there was cops in front of him too. They hemmed him up in the middle. So I don't know if he got out or what happened after that. So
yeah, I saw that Trump wants all the Don Lemon subscribers. Listen, I'm a subscriber. Bring that noise. Shit.
Fuck him.
Listen, hey, if they want that smoke, come and get it.
Damn right.
Shit.
Let's get it on.
I do not, man. Fuck the feds.
You know what?
Straight
I'm
up.
a little bit tired of the fucking threats. I'm tired of the threats. If you gonna motherfucking do something, then fucking do it. Bitch, if you feel froggy, then fucking jump. Okay? Tired of it.
It's not even that many people out there. Maybe like fucking 10 people.
I don't want to hear all that rah-rah. Get this shit popping.
They think we shook, man. People not scared of these demons. What the hell are we talking about?
Not at all.
And listen, they always got that, guys. So that Persian for Trump, that's just like the blacks for Trump. You always gonna have tokens. You always gonna have tokens, guys. Yeah, that guy out there wearing a Palestine or Persian for Trump is crazy. And like I said, it's slugs for salt. Or like they said earlier today, that little live, bacteria for bleach. That's why I threw that money gun. That was a damn good one. I heard that shit when I said bacteria for bleach. I like that one.
So yeah, that's the part that they did forget. That some of us are waiting for it. Some of us are waiting for
it. And let me tell you something. If you ain't strapped by now, I don't know what the fuck to tell you.
You're gonna be a target. You're gonna be a target, man.
You sure are.
You're gonna be a target. I told people what you think is stopping these slave catchers from coming to get you. You think it can't be done? Look what they did to that girl out there in California, how they threw all that stuff and then ran up in her house. You know what stopped that? When they meet heavy contact, when they try that shit. And that's the stuff we're gonna be talking about. We're gonna be talking about scenario training. Listen, everywhere I go now, I treat it like a war zone. And I've gotten thousands of death threats. But you know what I never got? Nobody pulled up.
I have tried, on a couple occasions to talk to SETI, but he just refused.
Listen, nothing wrong, because people think there's some people. Listen, my sister think that Jesus got her. So okay, there's nothing wrong with people believing it. Until shit get crazy, right? They got to see it for themselves.
All these other folk out here.
I told my sister like this: until God come back, I'm gonna be His wrath. That's my goal, to be His fucking wrath on these demons, because these pale-faced demons are the worst human beings I've ever seen in my life.
I don't know how you can look at them and think that there's something good. I see them clearly as demons.
Yeah, they are their ancestors. They are their ancestors.
They are, though. They are demons.
You heard this dude talking. He sounds just like them demons. He sounds just like the Klan. He sounds just like the. So they are their ancestors.
Whoever is running against him, that need to be their fucking ad.
Hell yeah. That needs to be
that
the
shit,
ad.
Clip that shit. They need to see that this motherfucker is not out here trying to represent all.
I tell you what, Mercado, he got a nice ass camera.
You know what? Furthermore, can we look him the fuck up? Find his motherfucking ass.
We probably will. I just need some time, guys. I need some time. I just got that video before the live started.
Let's make him motherfucking famous, bitch. And you gonna lose your fucking seat too. You're not gonna be representing shit. Take your Klan ass on.
Listen, that's why I tell you it's mask off for these demons. So what the fuck you mean Palestinians did not vote for Kamala? Like, they showed you who they are. So why would you ever fuck with Trump knowing that these demons are there?
Yeah. Yeah.
Damn, they got my man out here in a wheelchair. That's hardcore. If you coming out here, that's actually a female. She out here in the damn wheelchair, bro, protesting. Hardcore, man. Listen, I hats off to them because only about maybe 10 or 15 protesters. A lot of them got cameras and shit facing down that stuff. Hold on. What the hell is she telling them? Give me a sec, guys. What is she screaming at them?
Guys, can everyone stop talking? Can everyone stop? Stop, please. Let us speak to them, please.
Could we just please just walk right through there with Angela?
Is that what that is for?
Oh, they're trying to get the guy or the girl in the wheelchair back to her spot, and I guess that's on the other side of the barricades. Okay, I just had to hear what was going on real quick. Yeah, they're trying to get to the hospital. There we go. They don't care. Listen, they don't listen. These slave catchers are not here for us like that.
Motherfucking shit, boy. I'm telling you. Oh.
I mean, how can you have that many people out here for protesters, but you're not going inside the ICE facility? This is why these governors are weak. I'm gonna tell you something. If I was a fucking governor and you tell me I'm not getting access to the building, I will cut the power. I will call that bitch. I say, okay, I'll tell you what we're gonna do. I will deploy National Guard, surround the fucking building, and wait their ass out. Say, listen, man, ain't nobody coming in out that facility. Ain't nobody coming in out that facility until I walk in that bitch.
And turn off the
water. So if you go, do you think for a fucking second that a motherfucking Republican governor will ever put up with this shit? Do you think a Republican governor will ever put up with the shit that they doing?
No.
So why the fucking Democrats are so weak? That's why I say, man, ain't nobody, how the hell you gonna tell me you're the president of that state? You got full executive control. You got all the guns in that state, and you telling me people will refuse you to go into a place and you accept it? It couldn't be me. I would shut that bitch down. I like, hey, you got 3 hours to comply. I would have already been talking to the power state, cut the power in that bitch. We're gonna deploy the guard, and that's it. And now you ain't got no choice. You're not getting resupplied in that bitch. Wait your ass out, man.
Turn the water off too.
This is why I don't understand why these Democrats are not playing to win.
I can tell you why, Rick, because they're tied to Israel.
Yeah, that too.
Israel is really deep in our.
And this is why we may have to let it burn, guys. This is why we might have to let it burn.
Right.
Because what I'm not going to accept is people telling us it's going to take us 30 years. It ain't going to take us shit. We can finish burning it down and we can start a new constitution in 5 years. We can rebuild we got enough intelligent people to write a real constitution. Eat the rich, take their shit, and divide that shit up amongst the masses and say, fuck this system completely. But you got to be willing to threaten the system. If you're not willing to threaten the system, that's why I tell you, man, miss me with that performative revolutionary shit. If you really go be a revolutionary, you need to understand what that means. You need to be ready to risk everything. That's what revolution means. Yeah. It means watching Walmart turn into engagement areas, farmland turn into minefields, opening up on shit.
Tearing up shit.
Yes. Driving motherfuckers out by force, wrapping their shit up, selling Teslas for parts. That's what it means. There ain't no peaceful way out of this shit. There ain't no peaceful revolution, especially not for the United States of America. This country was born of violence. And so that's why I tell you, it needs to be white-led, though, because I'm not risking my black ass, and no black person should risk it either. Not for this, not for these demons.
Well, you're doing them a favor not coming out there, because if we come out there automatically,
they go up the game. They go up the game. Yeah.
Tanks, all that.
Yeah, that's why I'm not going out there unless I'm heavily armed. Everywhere I go now, I treat like a Mogadishu. You're not getting me for free? Shit.
Hey, I'm on the church retreat now. We up in Lake Michigan, an hour and a half from the Mackinac Bridge.
How's the weather up there?
My pastor asked me, he talking about you got that thing on you. I said, Jesus had a whip and I got a strap.
That's how you do it, though. That's how you do it. That's what I tell. Hey, tell me it's a sword of the spirit. Hey, that's a sword of the spirit, baby. I'm keeping that on me.
That's right.
That's what I tell my sister. Like, listen, instead of angels, I keep that shit right here, man. I keep them angels with me. Shit.
I told my hair is white and I ain't running for nobody, and that's just that.
Exactly. Yeah. Listen, I'm too big to be running. I ain't got time for all that shit. I'm gonna stand and deliver. Yeah, anybody got time for that shit? My running days behind me, man. Should the army made sure I can't run like that?
I'm not. I can run, but I'm not.
So did y'all see Peter Thiel? He booked up. He went to Argentina, but I'm reading some things that that is pretty ominous with why he did it.
Yeah, well, you know, Argentina racist as fuck, so it makes sense he would go to Nazi country.
Yeah, because that's where the Nazis went
yes.
after Hitler. They went there.
Yeah, they went there so they wouldn't be prosecuted.
And that's why he sent that $20 billion or $40 billion to Argentina for a safe spot.
Of course. Listen, when this shit cooked, man, why are they building bunkers? But here's the thing. Once it go, the billionaires understand that stuff. The first thing falls is the money. That's the first thing, man. When shit go down, when it really go down, that's the first thing go get cut. People run the banks. Once people stop believing in that money system, it becomes worthless. Now you got to barter your shit out. And listen, it's a shame that we're here, but I think people got to realize that we're here. And I don't think the Democratic Party is gonna pull us out of it. Because they're getting rid of their best players. They got rid of Jasmine Crockett. They got rid of Al Green. They're straight soldiers. Yeah. So that's showing me you're not serious. And listen, Spanberger let them throw our votes out. Talking about you gonna respect it. Yeah, they threw our fucking votes out. They threw our fucking votes out.
What?
Yes. Did not respect our votes, man.
Gerrymandering?
Yeah, they threw the votes out and said, that's all, you can't do it.
Oh my God, I did not see that.
And she said that, well, she disagreed, but she respects the court's decision. Like, what?
What?
Fuck you mean you respect the court's decision? You better get their ass up out of there and draw that map anyway. Wow. So you not go win playing by rules that they're not playing by.
Exactly.
Shoot, Virginia defied the SCOTUS.
Yes. They never
so they
integrated.
About some state court.
And this is why I'm like, hey, but she signed that damn assault weapons ban. So we got like 31 days. I'm listening. I'm getting everything. I'm trying to find me an FRT. I want that shit. I want my shit out here straight belt fed.
I can't believe she did that shit.
What you trying to find, Rick? FRT?
So these are things that make your shit go faster. Right, so it make my shit be like a switch. Basically, it's a switch. Because remember, the assault weapons ban is banning all type of shit. Magazines, you can't have a magazine over 15 rounds. It's banning all assault rifles. It's banning certain shotguns, like have like pumps or whatever, or certain shotguns. It's banning them too. So it's a lot that's being covered. Mm-hmm.
Dang.
And so it's pretty. But if you have it before, your grandfather in. So I said, okay, man. So I'm making sure I got everything. Yeah. And when I really want to make sure, I got all the parts, because who knows how long this is going to go on. So if something happens, that way you can keep your weapons up and running.
Gotcha.
But this is where I'm at with it, man. It's unfortunate these guys are showing so much weakness. I just think that, hey, somebody got to take this shit seriously, man. Because these guys, they're not following any rules. So why the fuck are we? They literally threw out our votes, man, which I was super hot about that shit. But I'm like, you know what? I gotta hold my peace for now. Because it's not, like I said, the revolution has to be led by white people. They gotta be on that John Brown energy. We're gonna stay in reserve until it's our turn.
Yeah, let them spill some blood sometime.
They gonna have to. Shit. They good at fucking shit up. Get out there that Boston Tea Party shit.
Yeah, because they have to have skin in the game.
Yes.
See, all these centuries, we've been the ones that's out there, the first, the front line.
Yes, getting cracked in the head, and dogs and shit sicked on us. I ain't let nobody bite me with no fucking dog. That's why I got my own dogs.
Catching you on the road, going to get something to eat,
Yeah.
disappearing you.
Yeah. All that
And
shit,
look what
man.
these demons are doing in Texas to Jasmine. Still on Jasmine's tip.
Yeah, still talking shit.
Yeah,
And here's the thing.
Her district suffered
APAC congratulated the dude that they replaced Al Green with. I was like, what the fuck are you morons talking about, man?
Yeah.
You let APAC fucking, who the hell is not backing Al Green? Al Green was out there in the streets with us rolling.
Ain't that something?
This shit, it shows you this anti-black shit. I'm like, man, I'm over this shit. I'm over it, bro. Yeah. I'm like, hey, revolution it is then. I ain't waiting on shit. Let it burn.
That's right.
Get the guillotines out. Catch their ass slipping.
Some of our people, they too scary.
I don't understand.
I was showing them this video of our first black mayor, Coleman Young. He was something else. I'm gonna send y'all some videos of him.
Yeah, do that.
He would be even to this day after he left and he died. Them white people still can't get up in the city. They still can't run our city government. Except for they let that Dugan up there, but he had to drop out. He was trying to run independent so he can get them Republicans. And he didn't get no money, so he done dropped out running for governor, which is good.
Let me ask y'all something. Cause I got one magnificent eye. And I'm trying to see if my eyes is deceiving me. But do me and Doc have the same thumbnail?
It may be on yours, but y'all look totally different. She has like a cartoon image of her, and then you got your normal picture. What about mine? Yeah, you like the normal picture.
Image.
Yeah, you got your real picture there. But listen, I've heard people in the box because the same thing happened to Queen Flea. She saw your picture on her.
Yeah, that's what I see. It's the same picture Doc has.
Yeah, it's these damn thing be glitching, man.
TikTok,
they didn't gave this shit. Listen, they let the fucking Zionists take this shit over, man. This shit ain't never been the same after that. They still fucking with me, man. Still not got my money all tied up. But I'm just trying to hope they can give it to me so I can throw that shit back out. But they wouldn't even let me they wouldn't even let me grab the cash and throw it back out. So it's a hot ass mess.
Y'all know these people ain't bright.
Yeah, but I'm here. Y'all know what I'm here for. I'm here for the gathering, man. I'm here to gather as many people as I can and prepare. We got to be ready, man. So when this shit coming,
I got a question for you.
Yeah,
I'm trying to find out who the person is. It's a lady. She in government. She's in Trump's administration.
Mm-hmm.
She had a business in all of 5 days and got millions of dollars in grants.
Yeah, no doubt, guys. Remember, it's all. So I told y'all, even last year, when this shit ready to kick off, when he got in there, this is a $25 trillion run right now. They're giving the money out to all their people. What you need to do is find a way to get up in there and get your piece, man. Get your money by any means necessary. I'm not here to judge anybody how you get your paper. Whatever dirt you gotta do it, because there is no more rules, man. People are literally scamming their way to the top. Imagine sitting your ass and been playing by the rules your whole life to watch these motherfuckers come in here and just steal everything. Steal your fucking future.
I got to find her name though, because when I'm trying to get all of my stuff prepared for the Senate, my senator and all of that. And I just like to be prepared because somebody gonna have to justify to me why this bitch had a business created in all of 5 days.
It's all fraud. It's money laundering. It is straight money laundering, guys. There is no vetting going on. Look at Don Jr. He didn't got hundreds of millions in damn stuff.
Somebody gonna have to make a goddamn call for me. By the time I finish with, I'm going for the motherfucking juggler.
Go for it, because that's all. They just telling each other, just like all of a sudden he bought stock in Dell, and then a week later they announced that I think the Army is getting all Dell computers, or Department of Defense, or something.
Straight scams, man. They're not hiding the corruption. They're not hiding the corruption, people. They're openly corrupt right now.
This shit don't make no sense, man.
No,
they're criminals.
No doubt. But listen, he's a convicted felon anyway. And that's why you have a crime syndicate right now.
I'm taking this shit all the way to DC.
He got.
Well, I'll see you when you get there. Shit.
If that was you, and he got to be president of the United States. If that was you, you wouldn't be working at Burger King.
Exactly. You'd be under the president.
No. Be trying to think I'm gonna steal a Whopper. Or sell them out the back door.
Hell, these guys are doing now.
That's one thing I like about Detroit. If you finish your jail time or prison and you on probation or parole, and you making sure you going to see your officer, they will hire you. They like, hey, if we roll with that, we wouldn't have anybody working. That's how bad it is. And you can take off to go see your probation or your parole officer so you can keep your job.
See, one thing I like about this setup, man, is war room setup. I could have like multiple feeds going. That's the reason. As a matter of fact, that's the reason why I set this shit up, man. I originally set the station up so we could track multiple things happening, like, you know, riots and shit happening, or ICE activity. That was the whole reason why I had to set up this Antifa war room shit.
You see, France just took that slave law off the books.
It's a damn shame they still have it on there, but we still got ours. Shit, we still slaving.
Yeah,
under
that's
13th
what
Amendment.
Macron said, and they get ready to do a study for reparations. So I hope that study turned into setting out some cash.
Yeah, I'm not gonna hold my breath on these demons.
No, because they European, so hey.
Anybody got any other selections for Netflix? I took me a nap, so I'm gonna be up for a little bit. I need some good movies.
Things to watch. Man, shit. I've been so busy on this shit.
I haven't looked at TV in about 2 months. My TV has not been on.
I've been doing like, man, I've been listening to like ebooks and shit, man. Or a lot of times I just be strolling. I'll be doom scrolling, man, and get on somebody live and just sit in the background and go to sleep while that shit playing.
How did you do with them FBs today? I couldn't stay on them.
Oh man, you know me. Went for the juggler, man. After a girl got on my damn nerves. Talking about she voted for Trump.
Crying with me.
They ain't have no spots available. I was trying to request because I was gonna cuss that hoe out. Bitch, you're not getting ready to get up here and even try to disrespect my brother. He got a crew that will come for your motherfucking ass. Send that goddamn bat signal out, and it's over for you, hoe.
Yeah, it's just all of this is BLAGA. You listen to him talk, it's the same brain dead talking points. It's the same. Let's blame the immigrants for all this racist shit going on.
Say something different about what they represent. Y'all some fucking goofies.
Yeah.
Go somewhere and sit your black ass down.
Didn't vote. Yeah. Yeah, that live I was on. So yeah, basically the live I was on, the prompt was FBA, ops or not. And so people came up. I was like, all right, let me come up. And the host, she knew me, she followed me. And so I was like, okay, cool. So I got up in there and I definitely wanted to be like, hey, they the ops. Show me different. Because everyone that come, they came with the bullshit. Oh, I guess, are they arresting people? What the hell?
It's somebody in that FBA keeps changing making a new profile trying to follow me.
Yeah, the FBA is nothing but BLAGA, man. That's all it is. They're trying to revamp themselves. It's the same tired ass BLAGA talking points. If you tell me you got smoke for immigrants, but you ain't got smoke for Elon Musk, the dirtiest immigrant out here in history who stole more money from anybody else, they committed so many crimes. If you're not calling him out, I know you're not serious.
I don't even know why they trying to keep. I don't know why they keep trying to follow me. I think that's kind of like stalkish.
Well, they do that though. They stalkers. We be on their mind, man.
They are. You know they are. They are stalkers.
Yeah.
If you don't know.
If y'all didn't catch the other video, man, hold on. I got like 2 videos really break them down, man. One show about how they stalk people, and the other one showing how really just people who are not intelligent fall into this. So for those who, matter of fact, hold on, I'll rerun that shit back because I know a lot of y'all probably didn't catch it. So since we understand the hours anyway, here we go.
Smart men are almost never conservative. There's a psychological reason for that, and it explains everything. Researchers at Saarland University and Philipps University in Germany launched a study in 1987. They identified over 7,000 third-grade students, then followed the gifted students into adulthood for 35 years, measuring their intelligence and tracking their political views. And what they found was wild. Men with high IQ consistently rejected conservative politics. Men with average to low IQ embraced conservative values in politics. Go figure. Psychologists call this cognitive complexity openness hypothesis. Here's how it works. Smarter people are more open to new experiences. They are better equipped to handle complex and new ideas. They can hold 2 contradictory thoughts in their minds at the same time and evaluate them both separately. Conservative ideology demands the opposite. They need someone to tell them what to think because thinking is hard for them. Complex ideas overwhelm them. Nuance confuses them. So they pick the party that never asks them to think at all. Just believe, obey, and submit to authority. For high IQ men, that kind of rigid thinking feels intellectually suffocating. So they reject it. Now before you go screaming fake news, this isn't just one study. In 2019, Alan Van Heel at the University of Ghent found that men with low emotional intelligence are significantly more likely to hold authoritarian political views. This pattern is consistent across decades of research. The smarter a man is, the less likely he is to need rigid rules to make sense of the world. This is why Trump's base is overwhelmingly men without college degrees. This is why MAGA rejects science, experts, and critical thinking. This is why facts don't work on them. You're not debating someone who sees the world differently. You're debating someone whose brain cannot handle the complexity required to see the world clearly. Conservative political ideology for these men is not about values. It's about comfort. It is the ceiling of their ability to think cognitively. The data is clear. Smarter men reject everything the Republican Party stands for. That's why the right loves the poorly educated. If it weren't for them, they wouldn't have a party at all. Smart men.
Now, let me show you what old sister girl came up behind this, because, hey, I got both of them. Now, listen, this is this powerful black woman. What she was hitting them up with.
Don't scroll. I was talking to some medical colleagues of mine who told me about a breakthrough, the cusp of a breakthrough. Do you know for the past 2 years, they've been doing studies, brain wave studies on racist white men and women? And what they found was astounding. They found that racist white men and women, their brain pattern waves mimic that of someone who's an addict. It also mimics that of someone who has obsessive compulsive disorder, someone who has racing thoughts in their minds about their own addiction. When I heard that, I said, so wait, are you telling me racist white men and women are actually addicted to black people? She said, kind of, yeah. And I don't know why, but there was such a weight that lifted off of my shoulders. As a black woman in this country, I thought it was my responsibility to help racist white people. Come to find out, it's an actual medical condition. It really is a mental health condition. Me helping a racist white person is equivalent to an opioid addict asking heroin to please help them with their addiction. It's a them issue, and it's a medical them issue. I don't know why, but that makes me feel different this morning. You are loved, blessed, never alone. God bless you, humans.
And so I can tell you from personal experience, I've had stalkers been following me for years through all my accounts, right? And because they become obsessed with you. I got a new Facebook account. I had to block all them damn demons. They came over there. I'm like, bro, y'all back? Y'all back up in here again? The fuck you went out your way. I was like, bro, you had to come find me, bro.
What's wrong with them imps?
They so obsessed, man. They getting the DMs, man. We talking all that shit. I'm like, bro, why are you in my DMs like a high school girl with a crush?
So that kind of makes sense what Jasmine is going through, because how are they going to come at her at a time she's trying to help her constituents in that district that went through that trauma?
Mm-hmm.
And that's why she kept her lines open. And these maggots or whatever these things are call and talk about, you better get your ass campaigning for Tallarico. What the fuck?
Fuck Tallarico.
Real crazy now.
Ain't nobody got time for Tallarico, man. Tallarico on his own. Ain't nobody fucking with him. They made their choice. Live with that shit.
That's it.
I'm not listening. Jasmine Crockett or bust. They chose. They own their own, as far as I'm concerned. I'm not sending a dime down that way. Not wasting my time. And I don't think he gonna get the majority of the black vote. We're done letting people play in our faces.
That part.
Ain't nobody going for that shit no more. That's why I do not tolerate anybody talking shit about Jasmine Crockett or Kamala Harris, because they full of shit. So if you come in here telling me she should have did this, I'm like, man, sit your ass down, man. You're not serious. Because there was no other choice. Fuck you mean, man. She was more than qualified to do the damn job. But because of racism and misogyny, and you talking about some shit overseas that you can't control, get out of here. All that Israel shit, that's white people problem. They created that shit. They created that rogue state. Armed them up. Lied and told everybody it was God's chosen people. Talk about the Holocaust shit for years, but you can't tell them what you did to us. You've been covering for these demons while they doing the same shit over there to their neighbors. So it's on the cracking, man. Yeah, that's why we're here now, man. This is why we're on the precipice. I think everybody got to be ready, because there's no guarantees how this is going to shake out. He's consolidating serious power up there, and so we'll see. And there is no checks and balances for us. It seems to be checks and balances on us, but not for us.
Exactly.
All right, guys. Anybody else got anything else? Because we were like, it's like midnight in this bitch. But I might have slept earlier. My sleep schedule has been tore the hell up since my damn knee anyway. I normally be running around. I've been going to bed like 3 a.m. now, man. So
Wow.
Yeah, I'd be like,
get out of Hooterville by 8 a.m., so I got to get up early.
Yeah, I got to get up too. All right, guys. Power to the people.
Hey, power to the people, baby. We're going to wrap this. And much love for all of you guys.
All right.
And remember, whether it takes 10 months or 10 years, we must be absolutely relentless in our fight against the white delusion of white supremacy.
They said it was about safety. They said it was about law. But when the government hides behind fake plates and rental vans, it's not safety. It's fascism in broad daylight. Why? Fuck ice. We won't disappear. Won't disappear. Fuck ice. We still right here. Right here. They pull up slow in a rented van. No plates, no name, no badge on their hands. They say they're the law, but they don't play fair. They snatch our people like they're ghosts in the air. They don't sneak at night, they come when it's bright. Broad daylight raids in plain damn sight. No warrant shown, no crime to claim. Just fear and silence in freedom's name.
We've seen the story, it don't end well when the state turns our streets into a prison cell. From jackboot squads to secret files, now it's ice and modern style.
Like your mother's bus. Fuck ice. We won't disarray. Won't disarray. Fuck ice. We're still right here. Right here. They cover their plates, they hide who they are. Unmarked cars from rental lots parked by the bar. They drag our neighbors with no due cause while waving the flag and breaking the isn't safety. This isn't justice. This is secret police in rental vans. This is tyranny wrapped in a flag. And we, the people, will not comply.
We are the heartbeat, we are the flame. We're not just a slogan, we're more than a name. From border towns to city streets, from factory floors to college seats.
You cannot erase us, you cannot divide. The soul of this nation is on our side. We'll march through the storm, we'll tear down the wall, 'cause this land belongs to us all. Where you rather fuck ice, fuck ice. We won't disappear, won't disappear. Where you rather fuck ice, fuck ice. We're still right here, right here. Where you rather fuck ice. We won't disappear. Where you rather fuck ice. We're still right here, right here. We see you. We remember. And we are not afraid.